live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live stream with your hosts, the Joker Trades and Future Floor TV. Futures Floor TV. Let me say that correctly, sir.
I don't even know what's correct. Futures Floor, Future Floor, I have no idea. It doesn't matter.
Okay, my audio's up. Just wanted to double check, guys. All right. So let's set this bad boy off with a quick hello to everyone that's already hanging out.
Yeah, welcome.
And with a quick little recap. Let's start with you, Futures. How'd your day go today?
I guess good, right? Green is good. If green is good, then good. I followed pretty much all my rules today. Still working on that, the discipline part of it.
Pretty much all my rules. Sounds like we might have a broken one or two. All right.
Yeah, let me see. Let me be honest here. I may. Oh yes, I remember now. I disrespected a stop. I pulled a stop and I got caught on one trade. That was very bad. That was the one thing that I did today that I kind of had to slap myself on the wrist for. But other than that, working really hard and I'm having a lot of success sticking to my rules. So I'm very happy. And you know what I'm seeing, Joker? I'm seeing that when you follow your rules, you do well. What do I mean by you do well? You either have a green day or your losing day is very manageable and it doesn't make you nauseous when you go to bed at night.
Yep.
So
I will not disagree there.
So I'm happy.
No trades for me. Mine's a quick recap, right? No trades. Nice little read of the tape today. But no trades.
There was an insane rally I'm seeing here, in the afternoon
that was
1:30. Did I miss FOMC? It's Wednesday today.
We ended up pumping about 3,000 points today total. So that was definitely something.
Look at that candle on the 15-minute chart at 1:30. Open 17,590, went as high as 18,000, 1,200 point candle. What's the volatility right now? 13 points. Well, there's room. We're coming right up to here's my cat coming up to
I wanted to take a long just now. I was waiting for slightly lower. I wanted to take it right around the 280. Did it give it to me and I missed it? Shoot. I don't think so. No, we came down to 300. I was looking for about 280 to take the trade, but never came to me, so didn't jump in. But I wanted a long.
Yeah. It was.
You can see my targets. I'm looking for some higher targets right now to go way lower. So I have a trade already planned. It's kind of just continuing from the close. And if I get the setup, I'm going to take it.
Well,
this one obviously might be a hold. It might be a long hold on the 1 or 2 micros, whichever account I decide to take it on. But we're looking for lower prices.
Well, we opened lower. I wasn't here at 6 o'clock. I didn't have my charts open at 6, but I like to target the 5 o'clock close when we open lower, or whenever there's a gap, whether it's lower or higher. That seems to be an obvious and an easy trade. It played out. We're above VWAP.
Oh, my wife's hair off my beard.
We're above VWAP. I won't touch that one. We're above VWAP. We're above the previous day's close, meaning the 5 o'clock close. So I'm bullish. I'm looking for a long trade right now. Just going with what I see on the charts. I wanted to trade.
What's your algo trader telling you?
Oh, I didn't even turn it on. It's currently long also. Everything is long right now. Everything is long and strong. So
I'm short 1 micro 371 stop at 425, says the wood chip.
oh, sorry, I didn't even open up the chat yet.
How much wood does a wood chip?
A lot. I Googled it. Let's get the chat open. I'm short 1 micro.
Short 1
I
micro
came in
at
the morning.
371. Okay, stop at 425. Okay, those 37. So he just got in at the. He only got in at the absolute top of this range. Good job, wood chip.
I came in the morning, all gung-ho, ready to trade by PAs, copy trade. But I don't know if you guys noticed. Okay, the spread's back. The spread was larger than usual, double of what it normally is. And the trading was, in my opinion, erratic. So I traded on Sim. I have a new Sim account, Sim 103, because Sim 102 and Sim 101 are used for the algos.
Oh, so you didn't trade any?
No, I did. After it calmed down a little bit, I think around 10 o'clock I started to trade. I don't even remember, 1 or 2 accounts, and most likely 1. I think the other one was from last night. So let's just go with 1. It was an Apex account, and one of the ones that I had a loser in yesterday or the day before. And I don't know. I think I got it up. I don't remember. Maybe $500 or something. I'm thinking. I don't know. Anyways, it was up. It was green. It was good. Like I said, the only horrific mistake was pulling a stop and hoping and praying that it comes back. I didn't oversize or anything, so I think I was good with that. But that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen anymore. Anyways, look, mistakes are going to happen, right?
Absolutely. Look, you're
maybe not that one, but mistakes are going to happen.
As long as you're acknowledging them, you're not sitting here trying to sugarcoat the situation, right?
Yeah.
Just
yeah, no, I'm working hard to
just focus on
hope is not
on
a strategy. Yeah, that's right, with Chip. Yeah, no,
yeah, don't hope. Focus on just put some focus on where you find you need to work. You need to do a little bit of work.
Yeah, but I'm a lot better. I spoke again with my son today, and I really like where I am. My head is on straight. Okay, that was a slip up, and the day before also I had a slip up. I guess they're still going to happen. Oh yeah, the slip up. I know which one I'm thinking about. Last night on the Coast stream, when I got stuck in a trade. You remember? I took a trade, an impulsive trade on what I think you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
you should have exited almost immediately, or at least when it came back and you were discussing it and you were like, messing up over here. The second you realized that and you found yourself doing something that you shouldn't be doing, you should have cut it. And it doesn't matter where that position was or where it was heading.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I'm recognizing the errors right away, one a day, which is, for me, that's not bad. And I don't know, for other people, for me, that's not bad. Just, really committing one error that's noteworthy, and the rest good trading.
One error could be the end of you too, right? Like I had one of my buddies today. He was doing pretty amazing yesterday, right? He was working on an eval. He got it up to 5K. He was 150K eval, and he had it up to 5,000 with 2 micros, following his plan.
Okay.
And he decides to remove his stop completely, right? There's no stop in existence. We're going to hold on to a position, and we're going to start playing with the hopium.
Yeah. No,
and obviously, where that went. He didn't even add. I think he might have DCA'd once, like towards the end. But I think he was holding 2 micros down I don't know. I think he was down like 4 grand before he DCA'd with
No
a five.
kidding.
Yeah, with a $5,000 drawdown, right? Like, so we can't be doing that kind of stuff, guys. Right? Like that's where we're gonna lose. That's where we're not only that is it that we're not gonna succeed, trading, period, doing that, but it's gonna halt your progress. You're gonna build scar tissue. You're gonna start feeling, you're gonna start trading with more emotions. Where we're sitting here trying to turn this into more mechanical, right? And that's the trick. I think that's our goal, guys, right?
Yeah, we
Turn
discussed.
mechanical.
Yeah, we discussed that the last time, and I was saying that one of the reasons why I didn't want to go strict mechanical is because I'm still fighting giving control to the system. But I'm realizing don't fade me futures, robotic. Yeah, no, you really have to be. You have to be robotic. You got to put your rules in place. I think I finally accepted and digested that.
I never saw my setup commit. I mean, I did. I actually taped 2 amazing setups today that played out. The ones that I actually marked out. As a matter of fact, I got one up over here, right? This was one of my trades. The other one I took it down. It was still a good trade. It was one of I forgot which one it was, but this trade here was pretty amazing, right, in the afternoon. And I think there was a morning trade that I had taped. Oh, here it is. I actually got both up. They're both still sitting here. So I had 2 pretty amazing tapes. I mean, just the tape in general today was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something that never came. My setup never came, and then we ended up going much higher than I wanted it to go because I was expecting a little bit more of a consolidation. I did not expect this kind of a what was this? This was 17,450 to 18,780. I mean, we had like a 1,300 point rip in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 10 minutes. I mean, in a 10-minute span, right? It's insane. That was nuts, right? But still part of the plan. I was expecting this to happen, right? We were talking about this before, guys, right? Right in the where was it? Not in this one. I think it's on this one. Right in the 2-year analysis that we did a long time ago, right? This is months ago. So this was already in the game plan, right? Long here, right? Long here. This was sitting here from this pivot. So from March 14th, right? That's when I did this analysis. So we're talking going on a month, guys, right? I was already anticipating all of this, right? And this pump that we got right here, I was waiting for it. So I didn't take the trades. I was, again, I thought we were going to see a little bit more consolidating on the daily. I did not expect one singular candle to bring me to my target, but it did. No problem. I'm waiting for a small pump now, which brings me right up to that 19.6, 19.5, anywhere in this range, right? We're going to wait, right? I'm not in a rush. When I get my target, even here, right? Doesn't have to come up here, even here. Let's go back because I don't like touching this analysis. So even here, we can start seeing the reaction. And I want to see us start making our way down. Now, is this going to happen in a singular day? Is this going to happen tomorrow, right? Or is it going to turn into something like this, right? Where we now have a couple of days consolidating after a massive move like that. That's something that I can possibly see. So yes, I want to see 17.8. Does that mean I'm going to hold to 17.8? No, but I'll probably take a short to hold the market close tomorrow. Because now I'm expecting maybe this, right? With one nice one. And then we start giving ourselves, the market gives us a little reversal, and then we start coming down. So, this is not necessarily one single day. This could be a few days, guys, right? In my opinion. But the analysis has been spot on so far. So I'm really, really happy with what I'm seeing in the market, guys. We went over this. We're not going to do it again today, but we went over the similarities. Why our target was here, right? Why the long was playing here. Why we're looking for a consolidation here, right? Because it's here. Same thing. It's going to loop, right? Can I guarantee this? No, absolutely not. And I'm not here to guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm doing this 13 months, guys. Wet behind the ears over here. You know, we're super fresh. But we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Let's go back into current time frame and let's see if we get any trades today, futures. What do you think?
I really like where we are. And what I mean by that is, I think we got a lot of room to run tonight in either direction. Just where price is right now, because we're kind of not far away from the previous day's close and the previous day's high. So if we break higher, we can run. And the previous day's low and is like a mile away. It doesn't even show up. It's got to be in the 17,000s, I'm thinking. 16,000, yesterday's low. I mean, yesterday. I see.
Yeah,
That's what I hate about the evening session, because I, we say yesterday, but it was today's, but it's
the AM session.
Yeah, once it closes at 5. Yeah, so I think we got a lot of room to run. I'm looking forward to taking some trades today. I think we're going to see some continuation. The range is good, and the algo already took a trade, but unfortunately the results didn't show up because I enabled it just after it entered. So it didn't sync, but yeah, no, I think we can have a couple of good trades here. I'm optimistic. Right. Well, I already took a trade. I'm down. I don't know. Does it show up on the screen? Where's my screen? Oh no, the thing isn't there. Okay, let me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there.
Sorry.
Right, so
account data. There we go. I think you can see it.
And then dogs at the top.
Let's move it to the top. There we go. Down 91. So I have to dig myself out of a small hole, but this account, I'm still designating 3 accounts that I can trade aggressively, and this is one of them. So this was a warm-up.
$91 isn't bad.
Yeah, this
$91 is not bad as long as you follow your plan.
This is a warm-up trade, anyways.
Don't stray from that. Keep your stop. Keep your, just come on, guys. We gotta get better. We gotta get better at understanding and identifying when we're screwing up. That's the key. Right? Because if we can identify when we're screwing up and we can stop ourselves, right? That's golden. We can stop ourselves before we even screw up. That's amazing. But if we catch ourselves in the process and we're already screwing up, hit that X button, guys. Shut the hell down. Close the trade. Walk away. Regroup. Think about what you did, right? Give yourself a minute to figure it out for a second. Short 316, stop 360. Woodchip is just killing it. Woodchip, are you not short from 380 or something? 378? You should be up 70 points already.
I think he's targeting 19,287. Did he say he was short robotic? Added now, short might go 348. Yeah, maybe he took profit, closed.
348 I closed. Okay.
Yeah, I do that too.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with closing.
I close and I re-enter.
With closing in the green. And then he short. So he closed it and then he shorted 348 again. So he didn't close nothing.
He clicked. He got some clicks in.
Yeah, but listen, you know what? You re-enter at the same level. There's no difference, right? Or your position was much higher. But if you still have the same stop, right? If or you moved it in the green from the previous trade. Maybe you're just a break even from the previous trade, guys, right? It's not that hard. Math's not that hard to do.
I put up my Renkos today for the first time on the stream. But I'm not sure if it was that good of an idea. And I'll tell you why. I actually put up the fast Renkos, and the fast Renkos in this kind of high volatility, you're getting a new entry every 40 seconds. I think I lost all my viewers. He said it's too fucking hectic. I don't know what the fuck the guy's doing. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. So it wasn't maybe the wisest idea to put it up on a day like today, especially for the first time. But anyways, I had fun. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself today. Actually, that's what I said on the stream. I wasn't trading. The mentality behind my trading today was different. Today was just to have fun, because I knew I wasn't going to do anything aggressive. I felt I really wasn't going to do anything stupid, even though I did one thing stupid. But I was really just trading to have fun on one account, taking my setups, but letting the market play out. go to target or go to stop loss, and I was just having a good time executing. So let's see, what do I got now? I'd say the 1 minute for me right now is short biased, even though VWAP is there. And so 3 out of 4 charts are short bias. Got to get a little lower. If we can get just a little bit lower, we can get down to 293. A little bit lower. That's not too much. 293. Then I think I'll start seeing some really good short trades. At that point, I'll probably hit a little harder, maybe even 6, 7, or 8 micros on this account.
As long as it's not breaking any of your rules.
Yeah, no, this one has I don't even know what the numbers are. I have to see. Is it this one here? This is a 250K account. So
all right, so let's take a look at news, guys. Forex Factory. What do we have incoming? Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, no, this one's supposed to be traded much more aggressively.
Wednesday, 2 a.m. That was last night. 2 p.m. 7:50 p.m. We got some PPI right now, some yellow folders, Japan. And 9:30 Eastern, we've got some China CPI, PPI.
China? Tomorrow, so. You're talking,
CNY?
Right? For Thursday?
For tonight, 9 o'clock.
Ah, gotcha. I thought you were looking for tomorrow in the morning.
Well, I'm just looking for right now, since we're in a stream and we're on the markets. So I'm just trying to check out what we're working with during the PM session.
That China PPI should definitely have an impact, I would think.
I don't know.
What do they call it? They call it medium?
It's at 9. It's at 9:30. So
okay, well, we won't be here.
I mean, we may be here, right? Maybe not. Probably not. Well, we'll see. But more importantly, I think what it really comes down to is that it's coming into the macro, right? So it's coming into that 9:50 macro time, between 9:30, 9:45, right? So we'll see. Maybe it doesn't move immediately. Maybe it gives us some small, some small moves at 9:30, and then at 9:50, all of a sudden it rips up, and everybody's like, "You see, look at what the China news did." And I'm gonna be sitting there like, "Yeah, whatever."
I've seen the 9 o'clock. The markets wake up. 8:50, 9 o'clock. The markets wake up. So far, I've noticed that every
8:50 macro.
Pretty much every time that we've streamed so far.
It's the 8:50 macro.
Yeah.
Futures, right? You'll see the market open up at 7:50 as well. You'll see it make moves, right? It's just how it reacts, right? If you go back and you look at the 6:50 macro, right? What happened from 6:50? We pumped from 6:50 all the way until just now, right? The 7 o'clock. Well, not even up to just now, just the 7 o'clock. So for 10 minutes straight, we went from 6:50, 6:47. Let's use that, that range. Down from, what is it? We were 19,305 all the way to 19,383. So that's 80 points. 305, yeah, it's 83. That's 80 points. In a range that's a little smaller than what we were working with yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy range, the way it was moving. And now we're just going sideways, right? Versus yesterday's PM session, where we opened around here. Where was it? Let me see. Wednesday. Oh, right around here. This is today, so it was here. 6 p.m., 4, 15, 16.
Okay. I took a little short, rode the wave with the...
I'm missing you? What am I doing over here? Oh, it's the 15-second, guys.
That was a
Pay no
nice
attention
trade.
to me. Don't pay attention to me right now. 5 minutes. Ignore what I just said. All right, so let's go back really quick. Just 5-minute time frame, right? Let's go to the 1 minute. We should still have the data we want, right? So sideways. And then we'll go into the PM session here where we open, right? This is the AM session for Wednesday. Looking for the PM. Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Close out. And the sideways price action yesterday, right? This is midnight. This is the 8 p.m. A little crazier, right? Versus what we're doing now. Even on the open. I mean, you can just see the range is different. So we'll see. We'll see if we start expanding, right? We're going to see if we start expanding into these levels and start getting a bigger sideways price action for a while before we get the official move. So we'll see.
Just taking a quick look here on the 1 minute chart. Again, another observation between 8 and 8:30. I'm finding that that's usually the higher low of the evening session. And if we look here, pretty much right at 8:30 was the low of the evening session. And then we went from 16,840 to 17,156. So that played out again. Watch it again today. See what happens between 8 and 8:30.
See if we make another low, right?
Well, the higher or the low, wherever we are.
Well, right now, I would still like to see some type of an entry around that 280 that I was waiting for before. So I still would like to see potentially take that out. If we can hold this model here, if we can hold this range, which I like for the time being, and this would be the retest taking this out. So I think I would potentially attempt a long at around 19,280 and look to target that 19.5 that we were discussing here. Right, so I think if we turn that on,
let me get your chart up.
Yeah, so right around that 19.5, 19.580, right, this range. So if I can get in there, I will take it. If it gives me the setup, I will take it. And let's get rid of the short position. Excuse me one second, guys.
That's a pretty big myself. Move. Well, let's just see. I'm hoping we get below VWAP. I think there's more room to the downside right now. Again, 19,580, I think, is a little bit of a stretch. And I'm not saying we can't get there. We certainly can get there. But given the fact that it's 7:30 already, by the time we get there, you enter the trade, then you got to wait an hour and a half for it to play out. I think the game will end before that. You know what I mean? Templates. Let me get rid of some of the drawings here. I think there's too many. Let's go remove all drawing objects. Yes. I just want to break away from VWAP. Right now, VWAP is acting as a magnet. Let's get under VWAP. Let's get into some open territory. 5 minutes to Wapner. Yeah, you like your 7:30. I like the 9 o'clock. I think the 9 o'clock time frame is a good time frame to see some extra volatility, and especially if you said that today is going to be the China PPI. Yeah, China, Japan's PPI, whatever. I think we might
I think it's China. I think CNY, I think is China. I think we have China coming in at around 9:30 p.m. So we'll see. They're orange folders, but again, I don't anticipate the folders or any news to really impact us like that, right? I mean, you can take, some of the price action in the last couple of weeks into consideration, right? And you see some of these crazy moves happening, yes, granted, at a macro, right? 150, right? They happen during the macros, but I don't think it's news that's impacting it. It's just the algorithm that has enough liquidity and it takes off at those times.
And the news brings in the liquidity.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Joker, is this accumulation for shorts? Accumulation for shorts.
Accumulation for shorts. That's what I'm looking at. Wood chip. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I think we're gonna get a manipulation first, right? So we're gonna accumulate, and then I believe that we're gonna manipulate up, right? Potentially the size of this expansion here, which should line up right around where I want to take the play, right? So if I'm correct, right, I have it a little bit lower, right? But we could even hit into this area, right? What I'm anticipating here doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Now, I don't know that we're going to be pumping up that much higher, right? Because we've got this whole big expansion that happened here, then some consolidating. So for right now, just for now, and I don't know how accurate this is, going to the 5-minute. Let me remove this path temporarily, and we'll leave this one, minimize this. So for right now, what I'm looking at is, I just want to rerun it, guys.
You want to put your camera back on, or you're still...
I will in 2 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Mike.
Just wanted to remind you.
So right here, appreciate the reminder. So, right here, I want to take this low. I want to take this low, and I want to look at the high, right? So if we're going to pull off this expansion, and this was the start of our consolidation, which who the heck knows, right? This looks like it still has a lot of room to the buy side. So even though I want this to turn around and give me a model somewhere around where I'm anticipating here, does not mean it has to. The algorithm has a lot of room to play with. It has a lot of room to play with before we get back up to the highs where we dropped. All right. So we have to keep that in mind. We got to keep the higher time frame in mind, and we got to pay attention to how it wants to react on those higher time frames, guys. And that's how we're gonna be able to identify the trades. Right? Just look to see how we react. Let the market give you structure. Let it play the trade out properly, right? Give you your setup, and then you take it. Right? So right now, are we seeing anything for shorts here? I gotta hide this big thing because this big jalopy it gets annoying. Short position, boom, out of here. So I'm not seeing anything except for sideways price action right now, wood chip. Right? This is great. This is a great area until it breaks out. So just keep scalping, right? Like I still want to scalp long. I don't want to scalp shorts from here. I want us to respect this area, this range. Can we manipulate lower one time before going up? We can do that as well, right? This is still somewhat of a bull flag, right? If you play those things. So very easily we can drop down for a little bit of a manipulation, right? To sweep this sell side, which is kind of what I'm looking for, right? I'm gonna entertain it at 280, but I would not be surprised if we came down to the order block that we never tapped into right here, right? So this is where I like to take it. So I'm entertaining 280, really looking to take it at 180, but we're going to see, because I won't take it in either location until I have a setup. So I'll drop down to a lower time frame, and we're going to look for an actual reversal pattern to come in on a super low time frame that wants to start playing out bullish. But if we can get this order block, right? If we can tap into this order block here. So since we're on the 1 minute, let's play it out, right? If we tap into this order block here, we want to see something like this. Still respect the order block. Create a low right below this after we create a high. A little bit of chop. Take out the low one more time. Come up and displace. Now, slightly displace through here. Come back in for a quick entry. So we could probably see an entry right around here. And then I want to see a displacement above this level, right? And then a pullback on the 1 minute time frame. This is where we're going to want to take the trade, right? This is where I'm going to want to enter the position when it gets here. And from here, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a close above here. Maybe a small pullback, right? With some consolidating in this range. And then probably one more rip down, one more rip up, getting us to that monthly open. Now this is a low time frame, 1 minute. So even if it starts playing out, we could start seeing lower price action one more time, right? To retest this level, this shoulder line, right? So once we get this, maybe we get one more pump up, then we come back down with a nice fast drop. And then from here, we might get another rip up. Right now, I didn't put the in-betweens over here, guys. I kind of just left it as is. And we'll see how it starts to play out at these levels. But in theory, this is what I'd like to see.
Well, I got a long trade here. It's almost a target. There you go. Hit first TP. I jumped in on with the algo. The algo went long, so I said, okay, let me just jump in with the algo. The algo's been really on fire lately, so why not?
Nice. I'll be turning on my camera in about a minute.
TP2 is at 9,342, 4 points away. There we go. That's
Probably
TP2.
just hit already. Yep,
And
nice.
I will move my stop to break even and let it go. Actually, if I'm following the algo is going to close out at the close of this candle because it touched the TP line. That's how the algo manages itself. So, but you know what? I'm so close to my stop. I might as well just leave it. At that point, I was risking 1 point for it to go all the way back up. That was would have been a mathematically incorrect decision to get out there. But anyways, I recovered my losses. I'm mildly green. The night is still young.
Did you get stopped out on that runner?
On the last piece, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now I'm just looking at lower time frame, and I want to see, is it starting to form that structure shift again? Is it starting to give us that confirmation that it wants to go down? Right, so we've got this pattern forming here. We've got lows and highs closing above. Don't like it with the wick, but let's just entertain it for a minute.
Yo, Billy. Billy Yeager.
Hey, what's up, Billy? What's going on, bro? Hey, look at that. We got seven in channel.
Hey!
Seven watching my stream. I'm going back to mine. Forget about your stream.
Yeah.
No, I've got them both open.
Triple F. Fuck futures floor. FFF.
So right now, let's take a look. Let's dissect this though, guys. Right? Because we don't have any type of shift to sell side yet. Right? I do want potentially to see us get here. Remember, we don't need to see this. I would be okay with the 19,280. So right, like something like this. Right? Hypotheticals, guys. These are all hypotheticals. Let's go back. Now, buy model down here, even on the open, we got a low and our high, and we got our close below, and then we've got our close above with our entry right on the order block right here. Right, came pulled back down one more time, gave us another entry. I don't see this as a 2022 completion, but I do see this as a 2022 completion, right? Because we took out the highs. We didn't take out those highs, but we took out the local highs here. So now, if this was our 2022 entry, guys, I want to see that retest this level, and it's at a high enough level where I don't want to see it come down here, right? I really don't. I would prefer we didn't. So I'm going to go with what I would like to see happen. And then we'll circle back to this afterwards, right? After the fact. But I would like to see this happen. Right? Something along those lines. And I like this a lot better, actually. even at this level. Even though my, my analysis futures is calling for this level, right, to drop. We're gonna look and see what it does here. So I'm not gonna completely ignore, the fact that it can go up higher though. I don't want to just get stuck on a bias here. Right? I want to see the market react. I want to let price action tell me what it's going to do, right? At what level the algorithm is ready.
That first one there, that's at the 19, I can't see, 19.5, that first kind of pinkish area. Yeah, I think that's in the 19.5s, eh?
Yeah, this one right here.
The thicker pink area is in the 19.7s to 19.8s. Okay.
19.680 to 7, correct. That hit 680. So this, where I want to take it first, is between that 530 and 600 area, 530 to 630, right? And that's kind of my stop range. It's 100 points. But let me just shut this down. Short position, and then the path.
What does a daily look like?
So let's see.
You find it harder or easier to read price action with this kind of volatility? I find it a little bit harder. My systems are doing well, but I find it just to read price action, I find it a little bit harder. Are you noticing the same thing? You don't see a difference?
I don't think it phases me much. I just don't like taking trades with this volatility because the range is so large that my stops stink. So I don't have good risk management behind the trades, even trading a singular micro.
Yeah.
With these measly accounts. If I was trading a live account, and I'm sitting on my 50 grand and I'm risking 1 or 2 micros, fine. I'll be okay with that. To potentially take my trade correctly and target something, I don't know, something along the lines of a 7R, 6R, right, on a couple of micros. It's easier to do that when you have the room to allow the trade to play. A little bit, right? Just a little bit. We don't have that here. We don't have that with these 50K accounts. These 50K accounts make it a little tough to manage your risk in this volatility. So, back to your question, do I find it harder to read? No. Do I prefer to trade this over some less volatile markets? Also no.
No, I will never prefer less volatile markets. I just got an email actually from Take Profit
I'm the
Trader.
opposite. I would love a less volatile market.
I misunderstood.
That's why I corrected you.
I got an email from Take Profit Trader, and in the email it said, with this kind of volatility, it's probably the best time ever to be. I mean, of course, it's marketing, but nonetheless, I do agree. Higher volatility, it's the best time to be trading. Especially for me. I need movement. I need continuation. So.
No, for me, I need.
But yeah,
well, look, the reality is.
Who wants to stop? That's 150, 200 points away. I'm just looking now at the range of the daily candle. We were at 500 a little while ago, and I was saying that's large. 1,289 points is the average range of the daily candles right now.
Yeah, it's nuts.
On the ATR, 6-period ATR. That's what I use. That's
well, look, I mean, if I take my stops on a lower time frame futures, I have better risk to reward.
Yeah, that's what you probably have to do. Is you have to cut down.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been chopping down my time frame. I've been going to lower time frame. I'm waiting for the model to come in at a level that aligns with a higher time frame, and then I'll just keep my stop at the invalidation levels of that lower time frame, which allows me a little bit better of an RR on that RRR risk to reward. Right?
Yeah.
A little bit of a better risk to reward.
Yeah, the RR gets me too. I call it the risk profile. R instead of going RR. But that is one thing that I'm working on. Also, it's one of the things that I'm trying to stay very aware of is that risk profile and just take the trades with that I have a more favorable risk profile than even what the setup is giving me. All you got to do is, well, all you got to do, again, I'm using the word you, all I have to do is just wait for the trade to go into a little bit of drawdown. I ran tests on that, and if you do that, it improves results dramatically. And it's not, I mean, it happens. It's, it happens frequently enough that you enter a trade and it just runs in your favor. But I would say the majority of the time you can get a better price if you just hang on and wait. Even if it goes 20% to target, and then it comes back, and then it goes 20% drawdown, and then you enter. Now it's 0.8 for your stop loss. If you go in 20% drawdown, your stop loss is now 0.8, and your target is 1.2. So you just made it a 1.5 to 1 trade when it was a 1 to 1 trade. Mathematically,
yeah, but I target like 1 to 10 R.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's different. At that point, it doesn't.
I don't really. If I was doing
no,
that,
it doesn't make a difference at that point. It's
and I might, right? I said I would. I said I would attempt it. Right now, the range is a little weird, so I don't really like. I don't like to. I wouldn't even like to scalp this right now. But I am attempting to scalp with 1 and 2 micros.
Yeah.
Right during this PM session stream. And I want to take a few more trades on that lower time frame, just to get that, that confluence that I'm looking for to hit the button a little bit more, that confidence.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do it more in the AM session, and we'll take more of these scalps over time. But I don't know. I don't know that I need to, right? Because my goal, my end goal here, futures, is to try to be able to identify the move in the market, right? That one move that takes off, which I've identified to be my retest, right? So for example, just looking at current price action, we were taping before the 2022, right? Entry, and we got a confirmation exit here. You target the highs, right? This is your money bag, the green. But then you get your little reversal, which tells you where to exit. So again, you can still get an exit somewhere close to your level once you get the confirmation here, right? You got your market structure shift, kind of, right? I'm not crazy about it because we don't have a close above anything here, but you do have these closes. So when you do get the official shift here, you don't really have an exit, right? But nevertheless, with this setup, right? If I'm taking a trade and I'm marking it out and it says 2022 on it, that's because I'm targeting this liquidity and I'm done, right? And now my stop on this kind of stinks because it can easily pull back into this order block, but I would have to be at least below this order block here. All right. So not a terrible RR here, right? We're talking 292, 271. With this kind of price action here, I can probably get a little safer into this order block here. And I would. So 292 to 255. 40 points. I'm okay with that on NQ. For a 2 to 1, right? Or 1 to 2 R. About, right? So 1.8 R. So I like that, right? I would take these trades, but I would be out here. And I went up a little bit higher, whatever, no big deal. But I'm looking now for the retest, right? Which is the move that I believe is going to take us up through the rip now. And it's going to line up with either the 750 macro, the 850 macro, and I'm leaning more towards the 850 macro, even maybe potentially the news, bunny ears up, the news candles being the catalyst, right? Hypothetically speaking. But nevertheless, this is my liquidity now. So this was trade number 1. Let's delete that. But this now is my liquidity futures. So when I take a trade, when I was going to take, for example, wood chips short, I don't think I would be exiting my position until I got to this level right here. And we took that out, which I think is really, really high probability, high draw, and it's algorithmic, right? It has nothing to do with anything other than the algo. It's going there. And then when we get down here, Then, so now obviously we tape read this and we put this design, this little drawing here, right? But we're gonna move it over. Why are we moving it over? Because this was just dropping down. So this is in theory just this, right? It's just a move down, continuing to the target. This might even move over a little bit more, right? We're not moving it up and down. We're just moving it over based on price, based on time.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get
time of delivery, exactly.
You can't figure out the exact number of candles that's going to make those moves, but
correct. Well, that comes back down to my theory here of how the algorithm works, right? The reason it goes sideways longer during the Asia session is simply because it doesn't have enough liquidity. Now, I don't think it requires X amount of liquidity to go to its target. I just think it needs enough liquidity for the algo to go, whatever that is. I haven't figured that part out, right? Excuse me 1 second, guys. My wife is calling me. Let me just let her know I'll call her back. And if it's urgent, she will text me. But I think it's all part of the computer program that it's just not. The computer program doesn't have a shot with me. It doesn't have a chance. Right? I went into computer class telling the professor what to do. So.
Is that the 22, the 2022 model that gives you the those big moves, the big risk to return profiles on your trades?
The 2022 model is the trade that ICT teaches, right? It's a good way to identify a phenomenal trade in the market. And when you get the setup, you target the local highs, right? A lot of people think that with the 2022 model, you're going to end up ripping every single time. Sometimes it does, right? Futures, it doesn't necessarily need to stop here. It doesn't necessarily need to stop where it right here and reverse all the way back like I'm expecting, but we're playing a lower time frame, 15-second model. I'm expecting some type of a pullback, some type of a reaction to give me this trade that I have identified in the market that I take, right? Which is a continuation of the algorithmic play that ICT has, and he's identified as the 2022, right? But my setup is a retest. It takes out his liquidity. So his entry will always get wiped out with my trade. Now, the difference with my trade is the problem that I'm identifying is not a problem, because I know this, right? And I know how to identify it now, is that this can take out the low. So the retest, whenever we're retesting this entry, it can take out the low.
That zone there that you have marked off, the buy zone, right there, right there. Yes. Oh, I was going to say right there.
The blue box here?
Well, just under the 20. Yeah, that one right there.
The blue box.
Yeah, that one.
This is where I want a long.
That's based off the 15-second chart, right? That's not from a higher time frame that you brought in.
This is currently a 15-second chart. But even if I was to go to the 1 minute, we have the same thing going on.
Okay.
Right. So I can take it on the 1. Let's just go to the 1 because we can use it now. We already have the data that we want for the 1. So we got the same deal here. We got our low, our high, our close below. Right. So now when we closed above, we got our confirmation. Now think of this, even though it's a big wick, just think of it, because we have the gap here, think of it as a big candle, right? Just think of it as it's not a gap, right? Just think of an imaginary candle sitting here. All right? That's how I treat this right here. This is my theory, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I suck. I'm not a professional. Don't listen to what comes out of my mouth, right? Don't follow this shit. This is all bullshit.
We haven't had a winning trade since 2023.
I don't exactly. Pay no attention to the accounts on the top, right? Like it might look like they're in the green, right? We might be sitting in like 60,000 equity, but it doesn't exist. I photoshopped the PA on my accounts, guys. I'm just messing around, by the way. But all right, so here we go. So now we're moving. But guys, all jokes aside, right? We are not professionals. We are not financial advisors. We're doing this for journaling purposes. We're doing it for entertainment, you know, to get some laughs out of it. And at the same time, try to fix our shit because we suck so much at trading. But over time, we get better, guys. We're going to get better. You're going to get better, right? Just follow your system. So now we took out the liquidity I wanted to see taken out. Right now, a lot of people are going to be shifting short bias, and I'm not saying that I'm still holding this because don't forget, guys, what we said. We moved it here. We want to see it react here. So now we want to see price action give us what we're looking for, which is why we were hanging out on the 15-second, which we're going to go back to in a second. But we still want to see this start playing out at this level. Right now, this would have been an exit, right? If we took that short. I would have been, as I mentioned, this was an exit for me. I have no desire to be in the market any further than this level right here because this was where we entered. So this is now my target and this is our liquidity. But what I am looking for now currently is for this to hold. And we're going to drop down, right? We're going to drop down to the 15-second. Now, I get it. 15-second is tough, right? Like 5-second. I'm going to go to the 5-second because sometimes I do that. But when the 5-second looks like shit, right? Like this. Where you don't even have candles, you got just a bunch of gaps everywhere. Gap. I don't want to look at the 5-second. All right, so we'll go to the 15-second. It starts putting together price action for me a little bit better now.
That almost looks like a Bitcoin chart with the gaps like that. It's a very thinly traded market, Bitcoin. So at least with the futures, so you get a lot of gaps like that. I was going to look at it, but
Bitcoin's gonna take a shit. And Bitcoin's shit's going to happen faster than everything else's shit. We're going to hit the Greater Depression. All right? Just be prepared.
Oh, 5-minute bounce. FBG.
That Greater Depression is happening. All right? But it has nothing to do with the bullshit that they're feeding us. It has everything to do with a market correction and something to blame it on, right? And this is one of the biggest market corrections that's incoming that we've seen in a long time. In a long time, guys.
A lot of people are calling it, but I'm still gonna say I have to see it to believe it.
12,000.
I have to see it to believe
futures.
it.
I'm gonna tell you between 14, if we're lucky. All right, on a good day, we're going to get to 14,000. And where I really think we're going is closer to 11. And this is just for this go, right? Like this is not something that I think we're going a little bit lower, right? I think we're going lower. But we're going to go back up one more time. And this is going to put us into that Greater Depression. And you know whose term is going to be over by then?
But yeah, you see,
Trump will be done, and we'll be looking for a new president to fix his crash, because there's gonna be a new crash, guys. Oh my God, we're at 30,000 at that point, right? And then we're gonna drop from 30,000 down to 23. Trump crashed the market, man. Fucking Trump, bro. Can't believe it, right? Right before he's gonna exit the office, and let's see what the fuck is going on in 2028 between wars and bullshit, the other bullshit that they're gonna blame it on. It's all about money, guys. This is money, right? And I said this before. Warren Buffett exited his position here. Warren Buffett was out. He said peace because he has a smart analyst. And he said there's no way we're going to be able to sell off all of our shares once we get here and the algorithm throws up. So start selling. And that's what he did. And people made some money and they're holding. And some of those people are losing their fucking pants right now because they just threw up on them, right? And I think we got a small little bounce, a little recovery. We just hit it. This is it. Like, this is probably our recovery right here.
Yeah.
Right? We're lucky if we come up to 20,000, 21,000, right? Maybe we take the high. And I have this marked out as a short, right? Short here. If you look at my screen, it's been there for a month. It's been there for over a month, right? I was already anticipating this when we had this drop, when this was incoming, right? But fuck do I know, all right? But I'm really confident that we're going to start playing out this price action. And how do we trade it? How can you trade this intraday, guys? I can jump into a short right now, right? On a live account, put a stop at the high, right? 22,000. That's 3,000 points away. One micro. Let's risk 6,000, right? Sure, why not? If I really believe that this bad boy is going to be here in less than a year, because that one micro is going to turn that into 50K, right? Something like that. But my risk has to be the highs.
305 stop.
It's that simple. But I don't even think we're getting there, right? Like I don't even think it's going to go there. I think we've got a little bit more of a push right now, and I think we're going to start seeing a sell-off, right? And then a manipulation down lower and then back up, right? Maybe take this out, maybe not, right? Price action is fractal, but it doesn't have to repeat exactly, right? These can be lower. Both of these lows, they don't have to take this out, right? It's all about where has the algorithm, how much liquidity does the algorithm need to move? And you have to remember, guys, the longer the algorithm runs, the more money is injected into the market, the less the algorithm has to consolidate. So your 401ks, your pensions, your everything that they created 100 years ago to add volume into the market is what created these pumps, right? Let's add, let's we're COVID, we're dying. Right? We're dying. 8,000 on the low of COVID. But during COVID, we're pumping fucking 10,000 points. Get out of here. Guys, they're injecting volume into an algorithm that just moves based on volume. So the more volume they put into the market, the better it is for the algo, for them to make more money, for it to move quicker to its designated target. And right now with these prop firms, why does the SEC love the prop firms? I'm going to tell you why they love the prop firms. They love the prop firms because the prop firms made a promise that we're going to put what? People live in the market. So we're going to generate a bunch of capital now from everyone, right? A new way, injection of volume.
We're going to throw some chum in the water for the sharks to feed.
That's exactly what it is. What they're doing, futures, is the following. They're
wait. What, Chip? You're thinking long here? I just want to know. You said it shouldn't fill that FBG that broke structure. Are you talking about the 5-minute one, or this 1-minute one here? 8 o'clock. We just got to move on 8 o'clock. Well, I guess that invalidates everything. I asked just a few seconds too quickly, or too late.
Well, that was a 750 macro, guys. 750 macro. That's the injection, right? Between 750 and 810. 850 and 910, right? 950 and 1010. Guys, this is something that happens all the time. We're just not paying enough attention to it. This is like clockwork, guys. Clockwork, right? But back to the prop firms really quick, futures, and then I'll stop there so I'm not rambling. But the prop firms have made a promise, right? To whoever regulates the stock market. What that promise was to generate capital, right? Because they're going to earn, they're going to pay out traders as well. Some are going to succeed, and they're going to pay them out. They're going to use that capital and put them live in the market. So the static, and the reason that they're changing all these rules, the static that they're getting from the SEC is that, and I think I'm saying it correctly, right? The SEC?
SEC, yes. Securities Exchange Commission, yep.
Exchange Commission, that's what I thought. So the SEC now is pressing them. Why? Because they're not fulfilling their part of the bargain. Why should they, right? They found a loophole where they can capitalize on a market that has been untapped, and they're banking on it. What do I mean? I mean, you look at Apex and you see how much Apex made in the month of January versus how much it paid out to its profitable traders. It doesn't even add up. You got streamers like PW, streamers like, some of these other guys that are blowing account after account after account after account. You got that guy FSP, right? Hey, yeah. Cool dude. I like him. I watch his streams. I hang out. But man, his model requires you to blow 100 counts a week. And you're just pumping money right back into the firms, right? Because all 1,100 of his viewers are
doing the same thing.
They're doing the same thing. Now, it doesn't mean all 1,100 are getting payouts, right? There's a lot of them that are sitting there suffering. They can't keep up with what he's doing. They're not getting payouts. They're just blowing, and they haven't seen a payout. Yep. All right? And that's the majority of prop firm traders.
They have a different system. They just blow accounts.
but that's besides the point. Whether you're doing that system, you're trading properly, you're doing what we do, whatever the case is. The percentage of traders that get to payout is slim. It's a small amount, even with these prop firms being over leveraged and traded the way they're being traded. So what does that mean? That means that we have prop firms that are generating millions, right? Anywhere between 5 million and 20 million in profit monthly after paying out their traders. And what are the traders, the successful ones? What are they saying? I don't want to go live in the market. I'm over here copy trading 20 accounts. I'm making 100 grand a month. I'm making 150 grand a month copying 20 accounts. I can over leverage the fuck out of these things. I can do whatever the heck I want, bro. Who's going to stop me? And the second they get told you got to go live in the market, they're like, no, I'm not interested. All right, I get it. I respect it because it doesn't work with your model anymore, right? You can't blow 30 accounts to get a payout on one.
Yeah.
No, it no longer works. So we got to find a new system, right? But it doesn't work for the SEC, right? It works for the prop firms. They don't mind paying out these few to get the majority to fail because they're still green at the end of the day. But who's the one that's not making money, guys? Who's not making money with this process? The government. There's whoever handles this shit. There's no injection of real volume in the market. That's the reality. There's no injection. I think I just missed my trade, by the way. Actually, it came right to my left. I wasn't even paying attention over here, just bullshitting, but it doesn't even matter. Let's just keep chatting for a second, right? And let's just get to the end of this convo. So now we've got the SEC cracking down on prop firms, and everybody's crying. What are they crying about? Oh, shit, Apex just got stricter. Oh, Bulenox just got stricter. Oh, now they've got consistency rules. Oh, now they're not letting you take out money. Oh, now they're not letting you do this. And now you know what's happening to them? They're getting forced to put traders live because they have not fulfilled their part of the bargain. And if they do not start putting traders live in the market, the SEC is going to cut their balls. It's that simple.
Yep.
And that's going to ruffle us with everything we're working on.
And that's why they're coming up with all these new rules to protect their ass. Because it's their capital when you go live. Now it's real capital.
Exactly.
It's not funny money.
But it's not even their capital. Why? Because they're still finding rules to play us. What are they doing? They're using your capital that you earned during the funded stage, which is still fake paper money, right, on the accounts. But they're using your capital, which you need to inject into there. And now you all of a sudden have, even though it's a live account, you got a drawdown again. And what's that drawdown? Even though you've got, it's a 100K account, 50 of it is yours, 50 of it is theirs, you got a 50K drawdown. So if you blow your 50K, fuck you, Joker. Fuck you, futures floor. We're still going to keep our 50K, but you just blew your live account and now you got to start from square one again.
Yeah.
So the prop firms are still good. There's liquid now being injected into the market live, and your liquid is the only one at risk, right? Because the prop firms made money on you and on everybody else during the funded stage. So that's my theory, guys, right? Don't quote me on that shit the same way. Don't quote me on any of the stuff I'm telling you guys about price action and my analysis. Don't follow my trades. I suck at this. But take everything with a grain of salt.
Well, Topstep gives you a decent amount of capital when you go live. What Take Profit Trader did, if that was the firm, or Tick, but I think it was Take Profit Trader, to give you start you over again with the trailing drawdown that you had in the eval stage, even though you have 10 grand of, like you said, your own capital that you worked for, and then they start you with a 2 grand drawdown again, trailing. And they
but you know what happens
if you close the account if you hit it?
No, you can get your money.
Yeah, you get your money, but they close but they close the account.
Correct. They will give you your leftover money. But notice what happens.
Well, why don't they just put it back in the market? Give you another 2 grand from it.
Give you another chance. Why are you closing my account? I've got 10 grand in there.
Yeah. Don't make
let me risk the whole damn thing. I'm already live in the fucking market. Why you gotta close out at 2 grand and give me 8 grand back in my pocket? That's so stupid. But again, do you know why? It's because it's protecting their capital.
No, what chip? I'm watching what chip? Yeah.
They're still fulfilling the SEC's rules, but now you get to blow your account, get back to the funded stage, back to the eval stage, and start injecting more money into their pocket. And when you pass that stage again, those qualification stages, we'll put you back live. No problem. Don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it.
With another $2,000 only.
Exactly. Exactly. It's whatever, man. Look. There's ways around it, guys. Right? Follow the rules. We can succeed. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, right? The government's got to make theirs, right? If it's not the government, whoever the hell controls this shit, right? Whoever coded this algorithm, right? It's the elites, guys. It's the fucking elites, man. They're always making money. They're always making money. It's that simple. This algorithm is designed to go up. This algorithm is designed to pull back and to correct itself. And that's when the big dogs get out of the market, right? That's when the hedge funds come in and they start selling off, at specific levels so that they can make sure they unload their portfolio, right? That's when they come out and they're like, listen, man, market's still pumping, but we're going to let go of 200,000 shares of the million we have at a 70% haircut, man. We kind of have to. We have no choice here. Whatever fucking excuse they use. And they do it. And then people buy, and then they make a little bit of money, but then the majority, whoever ends up buying at the high, which in order for someone to sell, somebody's got to buy, right? It just doesn't happen that easy. So that's my theory, guys. What Futures, you got to shut me up sometimes, man. I feel like I'm rambling over
here. No, go ahead. You make my job easier. I just get to sit back and go for the ride. ATR, gonna go crazy. 13.7. Oh, au revoir. That's French for we'll see.
Hey, but what's up, Crispy?
I did the
Crispy
same thing.
Stuff over here. I'm not understanding. I'd rather watch a one-legged dog on tranquilizers try to make its way across the backyard than this market right now. Yeah, it's a little sluggish, but it's all right. It's kind of doing what I'm anticipating it to do. All right, perfect. Let's go back to the NQ.
The macro.
Right, is this where we have our path? I don't remember. We want to go to
wow, it's amazing how many trades I used to take just chasing. Like I just look now and I said, oh, this is where I would FOMO and I would go short. And it's not an entry. I don't got an entry. Now, yeah, you see, I'm getting my head on straight for a lot of factors. And
right, so this is where I want to see. This is what I want to see here, guys.
What am I looking for? What's the setup? To question that all the time.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta mute myself. I've got company at my door. I will be right back.
Yeah, so now I know what I'm looking for. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Sit back, relax, wait for a trade to set up. It's going to be to the short side. Excuse me. Let's see if this is kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. I'm not saying that it could have went either way. What I mean by kind of thinking what was going to happen, I thought either we would go to and make a new high or make a new low around 8:30. So I'm curious to see if that comes true, and then that ends up being the evening session low or high. 19,140. Yeah, possibly. We still got 20 minutes to get there. It would be nice if we can get a little bit of a retrace and I can enter and take another scalp. Because I don't have a way to enter just a runaway market like this. And I forgot what Al Brooks said.
Sorry about that, guys.
Al Brooks had a way to enter. I think he just said, I don't remember what Al Brooks said, but he did have a way to enter a one-way market. 294, you can get it. 294. Well, I already have a little bit of a retrace there. I have a potential entry on the faster charts, and that's 16-point ATR on the 1 minute candles.
No, excuse me.
Oh, bless you. I'm surprised I'm not sneezing. I do 290. Well, I need continuation. I don't get in on the retrace.
Same type of deal.
But let me just look over here. Yeah, I have a couple of things here that are allowing me to get in soon. The algo is short bias. 1 minute is short bias for me. and so are my other two charts. So this is the retrace I was waiting for. I'll get a continuation trade. I mean, assuming we don't just trade up to 330 in a straight line, but.
Okay, so now we got exactly what I was looking for, and it came one order block lower, right? Which is fine, right? I've been looking at this a lot, guys. I've been looking at this a lot as an entry. Now, do I want to risk this? This is my TPT on it.
I was reading Crispy's comment.
We are. I want to attempt this. It's a good attempt at the low. I don't need to attempt it here, right? I can attempt it here. So now we got it on the 15-second. I got my entry too. Oh, gosh. Buy. Well, we don't want 60. What the heck is that thing on 64? 2. Top loss. Market. All right, guys, we're in. We are now risking $200.
You are short, long?
I am in a long.
Looks like a long, yeah.
I'm in a long position. Might be a little premature, but I got the setup here, what I was looking for, right? Kind of aligns with everything I was looking for. I got the model. I want to see a higher model confirming, and I'll add to my position in the green.
I see what you're doing. You're testing my resolve for the short.
Oh, did you just take a short?
No, but I'm looking for one. I'm waiting. Oh. If my algo is most likely going to go short very soon. All my charts might just trigger a short soon. All 4 of them might actually trigger if we get continuation to the downside. If we continue trending higher, they won't trigger me in. But if there's a little bit of a continuation to the downside, all 4 of my charts are gonna go short, which doesn't happen often, but it will happen. It could happen now. So yeah, I'll definitely take a short if we get a. Actually, I can even enter off the 1 minute at 2 lot if we break the low of the previous candle. I'll just put it in over there, and I'll track it. Then I'm gonna enter in with the algo as well. Whatever, we're here to trade. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be right, and I could also be right. Guys, my targets are so short and so close that I can easily be right, and then Joker will be right as well. I'm getting a sneeze coming up. Yeah, you don't have to worry about my bias, Joker, because my bias is so short. It's just it's a tail wag for you in your trade.
Oh, you know, none of that phases me.
In your trade, no, but I'm saying it's
Mike,
like
I've said this before.
Yeah, but it's a tail wag for you. For me, on the opposite end of the spectrum is, your bias could be worrisome for me because your bias is often accurate, and if you are right, then my entry over here will tag me in and then reverse and cause me to lose money on it.
We're targeting a 1.8, about an 8.2 R.
I'll lower it down to a 1 lot for the 1 minute chart. Actually, you know what? No, this isn't the right size candle. I want something a little smaller. Actually,
Mike, if you don't mind, my daughter came down asking me for strawberries. I'm going to let this run, right? I'm going to let this thing just sit here and run.
Sure.
I'll be right back. If you don't mind, give me about 2 minutes. I just want to go cut her some strawberries.
Yeah, take all the time you need. I'm here.
I'll be right back, chat.
I don't have as in-depth of analysis as Joker does, but I am looking for a short on the break at a low. This is close over here on the 1 minute chart. If we get an inside bar, which looks like we're going to get, as long as we stay where we are for the next 2 seconds. I think I'm going to take my short now. A little bit early. Put my buy stop just above the high of the range on the 3 bars there. And now what we're going to get on the algo, oh, we don't have the picture-in-picture, eh? Let me open that up for you. The algo's probably going to go short also if this candle closes down. So I'll add a 1 lot to that. And then we're going to target 15 points from the close of that candle on the from the close of the 1 minute candle. That's going to be the target, whatever it closes. So 18 seconds. We wait, we see. Ten seconds. Yeah, often they don't close near the low too often. There we go. So the algo went short. Let me try and get a little bit better of a price. Like I said, let it go a little bit into drawdown. But the target, the algo short at 84, let's say, and the target is 14 points. So 70 by 1. There you go. There's my target. And I'm gonna trade this as if I got in with the algo just for 1 lot, but I will add it to 50% once it draws in. Actually 82, let's say 83. Anyways, it's too late. There we go. Took me out. I'm guessing the algo is going to close also once the candle closes. The algo is going to close the trade. Crispy, I'm going to get to your messages here. Whatever reasonable time you could assume it takes to cut strawberries. A comedian, Andrew Dice Clay over here. Well, maybe not Andrew Dice Clay style, but you can take multiply that 3 before JOKOUR is back. What time does China open? And say, oh my God, we have 120 minutes tariffs for a week or 2 until Trump changes his mind. Did one of you say 8:30? I don't know. I didn't say 8:30. I have no friggin' idea what time China opens. I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern. So the algos, this is so heavy. The algo's doing better than me, but not by much. The algo's up 45 points for the evening, and I'm up, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who doesn't? I don't know how many points, but well, I still got opportunities here for shorts, to be honest with you, because I have 4 charts that, like I said, triggered short. The 1 minute triggered short, which is how I originally got in, the break of the low. The algo triggered short, took profit already, but the other 2 charts are also short. One of them hit target at 271, but the other one has the target at 60. And that's the final one. I think, let me just check over here. I'm certain the 1 minute hit target. It was, oh yeah, the 1 minute went 2 to 1 even. $72.12. If I can get in around 80, look at the waterfall. I'm looking.
This thing just turned around on me?
Yeah, I asked nicely and it listened.
Come on, futures. I was in the trade. You didn't even get in there yet.
I did. You missed it.
Oh, you got in, you got out.
I got out.
Are you asking for me now by any chance?
I am. I'm asking him, say, please turn around. But Woodchip is asking for the opposite. Woodchip's asking for 19,140.
Woodchip.
Come on, Woodchip. We thought you were a friend.
I thought, I do kind of want to be at the bottom of this, though, of this order block. I don't want to get played on that order block. It's an eval, guys. I mean, a funded account, but it's 2 micros, right? It's a...
It's actually 19.
I don't like that R, though. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible, right? You got the equal low sitting here. I think I just want to stick with my original stop.
Well, we're coming up to 8:30. If it holds true again, then this could be the low. The low was put in. I mean, no, the low was put in at 6 o'clock. But
yeah, we had some lower targets.
Yeah, but for this move over here, maybe the low is in. We'll see. There is a potential for that because it is a pattern that repeats.
The 5-minute, right? This it has to be these lows here, because the 5-minute has not given me a shift up on buy side. We got some low closes, but we don't have any buy side closes now, which is where I want to see. I want to see us push up.
Crispy
But
has
wood
a
chip is
long
asking
at
for some
60.
really low targets over here, so it's kind of, you know,
And
a little
Crispy's got a
disappointing.
long at 60. Do you see a long at 60 with Crispy?
I have a long at 60 if it comes down there.
If
60.
we just tap
60.
the swing low here on the 1 minute. I wish I could make a fatter crosshair. Yeah, I guess it's called a crosshair. Every 12 hours repeats. Well, I don't know what to do, and if I don't know what to do, what's the advice? Don't do nothing, right? I got my winner, I got my trade, and now I just wait for another setup.
Yeah, that's the thing with my trades, right? I wish I can get into a little bit better of taking scalps, right? But I just don't. Right, I look for those bigger moves, futures to try to come in.
A lot less mental capital, a lot less mentally fatiguing. I don't know. No, I think I might have to backtrack on that statement.
I mean, yes and no.
I'll take it back. No, because you're analyzing the market really in depth. So your brain it's not like you're just sitting back waiting for a setup that you programmed and it just happens to come once a day. You're working your brain analyzing the charts. So I take it back. That was an incorrect statement. If you have an argument for both, then no trade unless you can risk reward one in leverage. Yeah. No, I mean, right now everything is short wood chip. You know that for me. It's going to be a while before I get a long bias. I would need the markets to go up to 19,340 to get a strong long bias, and to get a medium long bias. I mean, you know, like just on one of my, I'd need it to go up to 313. If the algo shows a long bias, for me that would just be a retrace in a downtrend, so I wouldn't be interested in taking that, even if it triggers a long trade. We're getting lower swing lows and lower swing highs. And remember, I wait for a retrace and then continuation, so as long as we keep popping a little, you know, making these little pops and then continuing lower, I think London might have courage to take equal highs. To the downside or to the upside? Which equal highs?
Well, there's equal highs have to be at the top.
Yeah. I
was gonna make a comment on that one, futures.
Don't make fun of me. I interpreted it as equal, like swing points. My brain wasn't thinking highs or lows. I get it. That was one of the stupidest things to say. But my brain interpreted differently. I had a brain fart.
All right, it happens to the best of us.
I had a brain
to the best
fart.
of us.
Equal highs. Okay, yeah, that was a brain fart. 8:30 will act as news at 8:30 a.m., 8:30 p.m.
These equal lows right here are probably woodchip's target, and exactly why I should have waited a little bit to be in my trade.
Which equal lows? The one at the bottom or the one at the top?
And the equal lows are good here. I like these equal lows. I really do.
19,230, right?
I almost want to risk a little bit more with those. Slightly. We're in with 2 micros. Market is a little stagnant, so it gives us a little bit of room. Lower time frame, right? It aligns with that lower area that we wanted to see us tap into. But that means that we're talking 175. Do I like that? Take these out. Pull back one more time. Turn around before the 175 area. It's like a $300 risk on 2 micros. Just at this level. Mm. Mm. The reality is I don't want to see a market structure shift here, right? We do not want to see a shift here, because if we get a shift here on the 1 minute to continue, starts it here. We're already waiting for the 5 minute to pull back up one more time. So, is this enough pullback for the 5 minute? Because if it gives us the sell model, guys, it's still that same sell model that we want to take, right? Because don't forget, futures, what I'm looking for here overall, right? This was the 9. Where's the 9 folder? It's on the other one. And what I'm looking for overall is eventually down, right? I want to see it get tapped in here. But then I'm looking for remember, I think I said it here or somebody else's stream. I'm looking for up to 19.5, 19.6, and then I want to see 1,000 points down. Right? So what I want to see is down here. 18.3, 18.5. So if it gives us a full-on reversal here, if it gives us the full-on reversal here,
yeah, it's doable.
I'm simply gonna look to see how far down the trade's gonna go. Oops, I did not want to do that. I wanted to hide it, and I also wanted to go. No, we can leave it there.
That's just trading down to Tuesday's high. Really, it's not really that improbable to get down to the 18,300.
No, of course. It's just a pullback on this move. Just don't want to see the pullback happen right now, right? And this is the part that I need to figure out and get better at, right? Even though I have a specific analysis on the chart and I'm looking for something to happen, is it going to give me an exit before it screws me, right? The high is really high here. So if we take out these lows, right, which is why I kind of need my stop lower, I'm okay with the risk, and I might want to add. Now we've got a 2022 retest, right? So even if we have this lower time frame 1 minute model and we can complete down here, which is what we're waiting for now, it's going to start pulling back up to give us that higher time frame setup as it consolidates and creates the levels, right? Because on the 5 minute, shit, the 5 minute is giving me the freaking reversal already. A lot of wicks, not 100%. The 5 minute is being a little misleading here. I have a close above here, swing low, wick, and then a close below. So I mean, we could be shifting structure, right? If we're eliminating wicks, looks like we could potentially be shifting structure. And if we're shifting structure, even on the 5, market shift here, pull back here, this thing could just be straight heavy, and I could be on the complete opposite end of this freaking trade, and my trade is playing out from this level, which was something that I was initially expecting in the first place. Right? Like this was the original trade, and I even said that if it comes here and it gives us the trade here, I'm still okay with it. It doesn't have to go up here. It can give us the setup anywhere in this range. But I want to see it on a higher time frame, and I can't believe that it's actually coming in on the 5 minute potentially. Right? All right, this close right here gave me a little bit of hope on the 5. But can't believe it's actually playing it out over the consolidation. And I entered off of a lower time frame setup, pulling back on a retest. Right, so now, anyway, so retest here, entry, takes out the low, fine. We got the equal lows taken. Potential market shift. I mean, we might be closing this trade out here if it wants to keep going, and we're just gonna look for that short. Because if it's forming the setup, guys, we're gonna take it, and that's what this looks like.
I tried a couple of longs, but didn't work out. Gave back.
No, I like the short. I
some
like the short
tuition.
now. This is incoming. This is an incoming short. This is an incoming short. I feel like market structure shift not here. Market structure shift has to happen. A small one here. The next one has to happen down here. We need to close below here. So I'm just looking to see where I'm going to pull out of this position, because I know how to get out of this position without even losing once my setup is in. And I'm going to reverse the position to take the short right at that level. So I'm looking at this breaker here, market shift, potentially. We've got the high. There's no higher high. This is the highest point. I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced. I still may want to add to this position, and I think we're still going to be going up potentially. Right? These lows here were not taken. Now, they were taken out by the wick. Absolutely. Equal lows here. So that's our swing point. There's no swing high. We got a high here and a low here. And you had this craziness in here. $20.22 off the breaker. I think we're about to get the continuation up.
I just took it too low.
Boom. I'm going to add right here on this.
A little early, maybe. All above
potential
wire.
Confirmation.
But I'm creating the trend traders
The
cardinal
5
sin.
seconds. So I want to see it on the 15. Got our low, high, lows. Maybe one more push down. We can add to that. With a close.
Are we not short? No, wood chip. We're supposed to be short, but like I said, I'm creating.
What a
I'm
move
doing
right
the
there.
trend traders cardinal sin. I'm going against the trend and paying the price for it. What time was that? Oh, that was just in the middle of nowhere. Paying the price for it.
I'm gonna adjust this.
I did this once before. Actually, it was a terrible day. I was very angry at myself.
And I might be closing this position if we don't get that pullback here on the order block, which is already marked. That was a really big move down, really fast.
Let's try this one.
But I'm not crazy about it, Mike. Five-minute. Wicks or manipulation. Respecting the order block for now.
Well, this will be my last swing with the bat at counter trend trading if it doesn't work out for me. Total filled 282 to 190, 6 micros. Yeehaw.
Along here, unmitigated, never tapped into.
Let's see if we form a little low here or a little bottom. Even a little consolidation with a little bit of a move up.
Easily wick these lows.
16 ATR. Yeah, 16, 19, yeah. I'll add one more time. Okay, got out of a piece. Cover that. I love the low volume.
Yeah, this is. I love how we're calling this low volume.
Yeah, it's not low volume. Let me see.
I love how this is our low volume.
Let's see if we go back up again. Yeah, I think we're going to get a little bit of a move up now. A short-term bounce. Let me take another piece out.
I blew my nose before I unmuted myself.
Boop. The volume right now is 110,000 contracts for the evening. That's very high. Usually it's around 20, 30.
All right. What do we get here, guys? Do we get a small pullback with an entry to go short now?
Trade's over. Yeah, mine also. And
or is this our respect?
I'll have to say
and
my
the continuation that we're looking for.
But in the context of candle size, this is more manageable trade for all those points compared to earlier today. 100-point candles. Yeah, definitely. 18-point ATR, 16, 17, depending on what period ATR you're using.
Yep. Yeah, significantly lower wood chip. What we were dealing with in the morning was just nuts. You know, and even now that I'm risking what I'm risking, the moves are sometimes pretty quick. And we're now getting into that 850 macro we were talking about, right? So potentially making that low that you were mentioning, right, Futures?
Yeah, close to 8:30. It's a couple of minutes after. I mean, it doesn't have to be right on the dot. The markets aren't that predictable. They got to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like we're showing a little bit of momentum here to the upside. I still want 140. Wanted 140.
I'm assuming he closed anyway, though, right?
I think he did.
The way Woodchip, though, knowing how Woodchip trades, he's not giving up his money.
It's okay to enter. I closed, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Woodchip, figured.
Okay, well, I'll get a short.
Crispy, what's Crispy saying? I have a long at 60. It was down like that. Joker is. PM strawberries with this in-depth analysis. Yeah, but it's, you know, if the analysis doesn't hold, then it's shit. It's not. I mean, it's not. It kind of gave me the reversal. I'm just, I'm going against myself here. Like, we just got into a fair value. We created a fair value gap. We traded into the gap on the 5-minute. In theory, right, I should be reversing right here and taking a short, right, going against my analysis right now. But there was a lot of wicks up on buy side. We closed down here, respected this order block. I don't know. I'm still iffy.
Okay, that was a quick turnaround for me. I rang the bell a few times.
A little bit higher for an exit, but even here, I guess I potentially should have taken it. Right where it came in. Now instead, we're going to end up being down a lot more if it doesn't turn around on us. Respect of this order block. We've got the unicorn long. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't come into at least the 618. But I can't risk that, right? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I almost closed it and just jumped into that short, guys, with that market structure shift. I feel like an idiot for not doing it. Might have to close this one, though. We might have to close this one. We've got 5 here. Let's see. We might do one more risk here. 318. See if it holds. Doesn't come down to the 50. What's the likeliness that it doesn't come down to the 50? Asia market consolidating, rejection off the 382, come back up, maybe a potential exit. Still going to be leaning now a little bit more on the bearish side, guys. The way we reacted here. Four micros,
nice
four micros, and you can get down so quickly, so unreal. these trading these levels are insane. These ranges are nuts.
Yeah.
Gotta hover on that X button, guys, and I think we might attempt one more right here if it gives it to us, but we need this account, right? We don't want to blow it and reset accounts. We want to, even though it was only 85 bucks, still want to get a payout from this account. All right, so here's the 382. Took out this low.
Okay, so I'm gonna try a long momentarily.
It's a rough entry right here. I don't know if I want to do it. I think I want to wait before I enter one more.
I just need an up candle now on that little chart there that you see, picture in picture. And when it forms an up candle, there we go. Try it for a little bit better of a price. Fill me, and now let's go higher.
Manipulation.
Let's go higher.
Close.
Ah, come on! You were there. You were there. There we go.
I like the model on the 5-second incoming.
Let's go. Let's go. Take me out on the second one. Push it higher.
Manipulation.
Push it. Thank you very much. Move my stop to break even.
Nice trade futures. I wanted to add that was a good long, and I think I might start taking these instead, man. Honestly, I think I'm going to start leaning towards these small 5-15 second. I got to attempt it in and out at the highs, right? In on the model, out at the high, right? It's the same setup. It's the same model, and it plays out. It really does play out. I want to see this push up. I want to see this push all the way up, full completion. 22, starting up at the bottom now, and we're coming into a level.
Nice move
on the 3-minute.
That's okay, Crispy. You can make fun of Asia's start. We have no rules here. Sold 182 again. Stop at 230. Well,
sold
I don't know. I'm kind of disorganized.
Again, cut it out, dude. Every time I'm thinking I'm gonna get a bounce over here, you're shorting my levels that I'm trying to break through. I'm over here like, man, we need to break through this 182 area. We got to get through this 190, 200 right now. And wood chip shorts. And the thing is that I like it. That's why I'm getting a little
nervous.
You know, not nervous. No, that I'm just busting his chops here.
I joined in with the short, but my target is only 73.
Second, this was a nice cover. If we hold this level on this 5-second, I think we could potentially be getting the a decent little reversal here. We need to hold it though. Like when I mean hold it, I mean we just came in for the retest, took it out, lower time frame, and come back down one more time to the order block, 19169 area, perhaps. Maybe I'll add there. Then we kind of need to hold it, and if we don't, we come much lower, then I'm not really excited about it at all. But if we can hold this, even better if it doesn't come back down. Keep it a little bit more on the bullish side. Doesn't even tap into that order block.
Wood chip is having a good run, and he deserves it.
Yeah, he's been doing great. He's been doing great lately. I want to see a shift structure now on this lower time frame, right? We have to close above this 215 in order to start shifting structure. If we don't, then it's still just retracing, pulling back for lower targets, right? For much lower targets. I don't know, much lower, but 124s, 150, 119, definitely getting closer to my stop.
What, Chip? I'm not sure I agree with you. I don't really see the three-toe sloth pattern. I'm seeing more the dog grooming hair on the floor pattern right now.
Just coming into that order block. Second drop down. I kind of want to add one here. Do we add one contract here? Yeah, it's right on the order block. We're going to add one, guys.
Well, we went through the 73 target, even though I got out earlier. What, Chip, are you seeing it?
We are aggressive here on this account now with 5 contracts. That's kind of aggressive. With these markets, guys. 5 micros, especially for me. I'm trying to believe in the process. Believe in the setup. We need to hold a successful retest and then a pump to take out the high, which was the 2022 here. If we can do that, we should potentially be displacing back into where my entry is. Everything's a hypothetical though, right? Everything's a big hypothetical. But 2022 retest, right, comes down twice. Right. Doesn't look like it wants to deliver what I'm looking for right now. We need to hold this. We have a massive V here, but if it doesn't hold this, then I'm not liking it. But if we can get above here with this move, after coming into taking out this liquidity, because this was technically entry 1. Highs, displacement. So this was technically entry 1. We just took it out. Okay, makes sense. Maybe one more pullback to the order block. Shit, I don't want to see that. I want to see fast up right now. But if we close here, small pullback, and then a market structure shift over here. Right? That's kind of what we're looking for. So then start seeing some higher targets. Man, my throat is killing me today. Oh shoot, my daughter's definitely coming down with something. I hope it's not going to circulate in the house.
Well, my son had something and I got
the last thing I need. Yeah, she's definitely feeling a little feverish. All right, 420.
I'll try one more long. There we go. Get in. Fill me. Come on, fill me. Don't run without me. 73, that's already 8 points. 15 points. I missed it. Okay, I tried. Wow, the moves are fast. Remove all drawing objects. That's too bad. I would have liked to have gotten that one.
Oh gosh, this is a take profit account. Are they gonna say anything if I'm in a trade during news?
What's the news?
We've got the CPI and PPI. It's orange. It's orange folders.
No. They come there. It's PPI, CPI, US, NFP, the US, FOMC. That's it. There's only 3, 4, 5 of them that.
Definitely the U.S. markets. It has nothing to do with the with any other.
I've never seen. Right. No, I've never seen.
How nice would it be, futures, if we go from being negative 500 on the account to payout?
Well, I could see a run here. We took out nicely took
On
out
that,
the evening session.
how amazing would that be? Payout
Yeah.
on live stream on the PM session. Nevertheless,
What do we need to get there?
let's see. Buy limit 5, take profit. Right? Where's my profit? Oh gosh, where's my profit? Well, that's 12,000. Oh gosh, that's where I'm sitting. I don't know if we're gonna get up there right now, but shit. To get to just to pay out 405, maybe 425 would be a $500 payout, give or take. Right, if we get there, it's definitely going to payout, but it wouldn't be a big one. I might take majority. I'll take 4 out of the 5. We'll keep one runner. Well, let's see, because I still want to, we still need to close above this high. Right, we got to close above this one, which is nice.
Let me go see. I think my another just happened. Well, the algo switched to a long bias. The 1 minute for me is going to switch to a long bias. We're starting to get higher swing lows. Things could be looking up. What else? The top step charts have converted to long. So I have 80% long bias with one laggard chart still waiting to confirm.
I'm still 50-50, right? Like I still need us to close above that next swing point. I want to see us get a nice push, a nice momentum shift here, because otherwise it still just could be a pullback to continue down to Woodchip's target.
The 1 minute fair value gap to break prior high usually gets unfilled. The 1 minute fair value gap to break prior high. Okay, so I would assume he means this one right here at 2051, 851. We won't get filled, so we won't trade back down to 19,184. I'm getting good, eh, what, Chip? I'm learning.
Just thinking we take... two at the local highs. And 2 at the order block in case this thing wants to reject. And then we'll hold 1.
My entry was late 199, stop 168. I'm getting out of that. That was an error trade. No, it wasn't an error trade. It was an impulsive trade.
I mean, our original entry was...
Good move up. Okay, now we're starting to get...
It was slightly higher though, right?
More indication that we're going to go higher.
I don't want to lose. Unless we really have to, but then we'll start just trailing hard if it really starts pulling back. I want to see us fill this gap.
Oh, the markets are showing some strength now. Let's get up to VWAP. VWAP is 281. VWAP can definitely be a target. Doesn't mean we have to get there. We could reverse right here, right now. Excuse me, but VWAP can definitely be a target.
We need to take this gap though. We need to push fast through this gap. 2 minutes left on this candle. And then we've got a structure breaking breakaway gap that we've left behind here, which would be really nice if we can invert that gap. Complete a 5-minute first stage from this entry. And then take out the high on the second stage. Right? So I feel like I'm being a little bit, playing a little scared here. Instead, what we should do is have our targets and then create some stop orders in profit once we get up there. Right? Or we chicken shit out and we close the position at 115, 20 bucks in profit, right? You can do that too.
I didn't want to open my mouth, but I'm thinking here, since you added a little bit, you don't want to maybe just reduce the risk?
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe just hold.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was kind of looking to get to the 287, which was my initial entry. I'll take the 2 at a break even, I was thinking, which is where I had this one. But then I moved it up and I said, you know what, I can put a stop there, right? Yeah, like if the market starts pushing there, it'd be the same idea.
It's probably not the mathematically correct thing to do, but I'm thinking, my brain thinks in this manner. How would I feel if now it reversed and I was nursing a big loss again? As opposed to, how would I feel if I remove 2 and it goes up? Well, for me, I would say, you know what, if I remove 2 and it goes up, I still feel good. And if I remove 2...
I don't disagree with you. I'm just, as the market is shifting and it's giving us the setup, though, I just want to try to let it play out. I tend to close. Boom, look at that. But I tend to close out sometimes a little bit sooner than maybe I should, right?
Oh my God, don't talk to me about that. I'm the king of that.
And I'm not saying I'm wrong for not de-risking, right? I could have de-risked and maybe added lower, right? Could have de-risked 3 or 4 at when it was up here at the one, whatever it was, when it was at 117, 120, and then added maybe as it pulls back here, right, a little bit. But then I'm in and out of positions. I'm kind of just, I start confusing myself with the trade, right? If you're not comfortable with the position, you just hit the X button, right? That's the other thing that you can always do, futures. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to let this bad boy go a little bit.
Trying to get into a long. But that was already first target. The cash register would have rung. Shit, didn't get in. That's 2 I missed. Anyways.
It might de-risk a couple, right? I know I'm de-risking in a loss, but still puts us in a better position. I'm gonna hold it, guys. Did we tap into it yet? We didn't even tap into the fair value gap yet. All right, let's see if we fill at least half the gap. Sucks it won't go all the way up there, but it's a de-risk.
You can catch a nice run here.
We'll de-risk 2 right there. Keep that there.
Good job.
Turn that into 3.
Nice trade.
De-risk 1 more. And then we're not giving back
Nice
now,
move,
guys.
nice move, nice move, nice move.
We just want to see a pump.
Everything is long now.
I'm gonna start trailing these two. Get rid of this one.
Oh, 266.
We just take one more, guys, and we let it run, and we let it run. We let the runner just kind of go. Oh, it stopped me out before I can even do that. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. We bounced off VWAP.
Yeah, I'm good with that. 360 on that trade. It's not exactly. I'm not proud of that trade, right? We were down 550.
You took a little heat, but so what?
We took a little bit of heat. I think we can, simply get back in. But hey, $350 trade, not bad. And I de-risked, on purpose because I saw, this looks like the first entry, right? This looks like an entry to go short. And I think we got our setup. I'm looking for 1,000 points down. I don't really want to be in alone with this type of market structure. You know what I mean? So 19,385. All right, we didn't get to the 19,500 I was looking for, but I don't know. We'll see. Should remove that for now.
Hey guys, if you can hit the subscribe and the like button, it would be appreciated.
Hey guys, stop off my channel as well.
And
if you get a chance. Oh, we got 8 people watching Futures Floor. He's got 2 likes. That's unacceptable, guys.
And if you guys have any suggestions,
smash that like.
If you have any suggestions on things you guys would like to see, let us know also. You don't have to be a subscriber to chat, so type away. I don't have the restriction that you need to be a subscriber to chat. Don't be shy.
Short 226. You take too many trades, Woodchip. Even though I like
he's
my
more
short,
active than me.
I like the short. I like the short a lot. I like where it played off of too.
Woodchip is a promiscuous trader.
I just don't like getting into
Crispy!
positions.
I got Crispy in the room. If he's winning, it's not too many trades. Okay, Crispy. I got it, Crispy.
Crispy takes a lot of trades. He hits that button quite often.
Yeah.
That's why he made that comment.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm the most active, but I don't know, Woodchip has dethroned me. I'll take a small one lot here. I don't even know why.
You attempting a long?
Yeah, a little one here for maybe 10
That's
points,
what I was thinking the same thing. Even though I've got that short bias,
whatever.
I was thinking the same.
I try not to hold for more than 15 seconds. That's my
gut's still telling me.
That's my limit of pain, 15 seconds.
Stay on the 3-minute, guys, and we're gonna see how we react here.
Crispy, hit me up for a subscribe. Move that.
I'm sure he did already.
Move that number that's stuck in the mud. Hey, I got it.
Anybody who hasn't jumped over to my channel, guys, if you're watching this stream, it's at the Joker Trades. Jump in, hit that sub button, hit the like button, guys. I'm actually 1 sub away from 70. That'll be pretty cool. Come on, we can get to 70 tonight. I think we can get to 70 tonight. That'll be pretty epic.
Crispy, SMH. Not sure what that means.
Shaking my head. Joker is shaming me for making money going short over and over for an hour. Absolutely not. No way, dude. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. What I would recommend, and I'm not giving any advice here, is after you exit a position, just give yourself a few minutes to recalibrate, right? Not necessarily don't jump in. You know, you scalp. I know you'd like to take nice trades. Well, you know, you're in and out. You're not scared of the market, as you shouldn't be. But give yourself a chance to recalibrate, right? Just to take a look at the market before you jump right back in. That's all. Hey, let's full port short. And then he jumps into my chat and he tells me to full port short. Should we do it? Should we do it, Woodchip? Should we do it with a Take Profit Pro account? We got this one 700, 1300 away from a payout. Going with two minis and just let it rock. And we'll really get it to pay out, huh? Are we headed higher from here or taking out evening? Hey, Futures, can you show me how to do that? I attempted to run a poll and it keeps canceling out on me.
You didn't catch the humor in the poll? I'm asking a question that covers both sides.
Are we heading higher from here or
are we going lower?
Evening session.
How do you answer lower? Yes or no to that? How do you enter a poll? There's a little plus sign right beside the chat.
Oh, yeah. There's no real answer for that. I get it.
Yeah, no, of course not. There's a plus sign. You just click on the plus sign.
On YouTube, right? Not on your OBS.
No, on OBS.
Where? I don't see it.
Okay, step 1, go to Docs. On your menu on top, you see Docs?
Uh-huh. I have my chat. I see my chat open.
Okay, so here, let me put it up. Well, let me just grab it.
Maybe I got to sign into chat? Ooh, I have to sign in.
You see my screen?
Oh, I just closed my dock by accident. Give me 1 second. I am watching your screen, but just bear with me 1 second. Chat. Where's my chat? Isn't it on the docs?
Algo time. Chat. Oh, it's true. I stopped watching my algo. How's my algo doing?
All right, let's do this later. Maybe you can show me afterwards. I think I have to sign into the chat on my OBS. I'll do that later.
Yep.
And we'll figure that out. But yeah, I had a hard time trying to run a poll last time I attempted it. So I want to take the long here. I want to see it come into 19,183. If we can get it to 183, I'm going to attempt another 2-lot. Now I know I gotta really think this through because I do not want to go against my short bias here. And actually, I don't know that I can jump into that long without some type of discomfort here. I'm almost leaning towards Woodchip's sell-off, but the only reason that I'm not seeing it is we don't have the close above. We don't have it. It has not delivered. I'm still thinking long, but can we at least get down to 1982? Right? In that range? 50%? Before pulling back up?
Not crazy about it. Get out.
Still 1 minute. I am looking to enter. I think I still want to attempt it, Futures. I think I still want to attempt it. I want to give it a shot.
This algo setup looks cool. I feel like I'm in the 80s watching Short Circuit with Johnny 5. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I remember that.
You know, Crispy, you just gave me an awesome movie idea for the kids. They still have not watched Short Circuit. They don't know who Johnny 5 is. We gotta introduce them to that. That's for sure. A nice little sweep. Give me my manipulation down right now. Come on. Give me my manipulation down. I like the confirmation.
I only have one thing that says maybe it might trade higher, but everything else is saying short.
I'm looking for higher. I just wanted to manipulate down about 40 points.
Oh, that's perfect.
I want 40 points down, right? Which would work for your short.
Yep.
Absolutely perfectly, right? 40 points down, and then I want to see
40.
Maybe even another little, maybe a little model. I wouldn't be mad if it gives us a little model before going up. What time are we in? 9:15.
Crispy is suggesting songs. He wants to hear me sing.
Here. So displacement straight up. Or are you just gonna leave without me, punk? Huh? Or are you just gonna leave without me? No, give me these lower targets. Doesn't have to be that low. Can be a little bit higher than that.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Come down from here. And just tap me in. Prefer the body. For the body. Right, we've got somewhat of a reversal pattern. 1 minute full completion. Right, we've got lows, entry, retested though, right? So 2022 completion on these lows. Pull back in. It's a nice little push right down to target. I'll finish my water. That was mighty aggressive. Tapped in right on the order block. Go to the 5-second. I know I'm crazy. I'm absolutely nuts.
5 minute needs to close. Hey.
Right, entry,
oh,
we took it out.
That was a bit of a dump there. Lower.
5-second structure shift here. I think I want to attempt it if we get a full-on setup. Oh, we need a setup, right, guys? Otherwise, not interested. Nice little close below. Left those swing points up above. Right, and I know I screwed up when I entered that position earlier without having a clear entry. Love the reaction. Love the reaction. Love the respect.
1, 2,
Let's
3,
go.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Let's go.
8,
We didn't
9.
get in yet. We still didn't get in yet. And that was already 30 points just from the level. Stopped at 190. Stop at 200. 5 minute needs to close lower for it to rip. Take a look at the 5, would you? Five minute. Five minute is kind of showing me that we're already manipulating these lows right here, wood chip. Right, these levels. Let's get rid of the green. Oops, not that. So 5 minute potentially could be manipulating these lows because we never closed above any of these highs here. So kind of why I'm leaning more long than short. I feel like this is simply going to be another pullback to take out some highs towards that monthly open, and then we'll start making our way down. So I'm still really leaning long here. Let me go back to see if our setup is coming in, guys. We're just looking at that 5 second right now. Came in really clean, really nicely right here. I mean, beautiful setup, right? And this is what I'm looking to scalp, futures. Right? These are the setups that now I'm looking to potentially start scalping. Getting the market structure shift and entering off of my order block. Now this order block is really low. This is a massive pullback up, so I wouldn't be looking for it to come back up. Order block would have to be here, which we're already trading on. I don't want to see it coming back down here, and if it does, maybe the upper quadrant of this range. If we start trading into that bottom order block, I feel like we're going to be shifting market structure to the sell side. So right here, you get in, right? Your market structure shift, you get in on your pullback. We may potentially see one more pullback, right? It tends to do that, right? Take that out. That's the fake out, right? And come into this order block, which is where I like to take the trade. And then I want to see some fast movement. And if we don't come back here, if we don't even touch this and it starts trading here and we start displacing, we're up. We're already up in time frame, and we're looking for those confirmations to just start playing out. Inverse this gap, trade up above this swing point, right? Got a low, close below, confirmation. This is a market shift, right? If we get above this, pull back, nice entry. Target the highs, right? At least local, for the local trade. And I feel like if I start taking these on the 5 and 15 second model, once the, like for example, right now I'm waiting for the 5 second to play. I won't trade the 5. But if the 5 second plays, I can go to the 30 second and I can wait for the same exact setup to start happening here. Because right now on the 30 second, we don't have any data, right? We don't have any swing lows other than here, swing high here. So it still needs to give us that same 1 minute confirmation, the same 5 second confirmation to give us a valid market structure shift on the 30 second. But even if we get it up here, I don't know that we're going to be pulling back into this range now after that. Right? 5 second, logical move.
Nice.
Boom, into the order block.
Crispy wants to know what I'm drinking. Crispy, it's a bottle of breast milk.
That's my favorite. My wife deprives me of it. Every time she's pregnant, she's like she wants to feed the kids. Like, but what do you mean?
I get it from the neighbor. He sells it to me.
Now we've got a problem. Did you just say you get it from the neighbor? He sells it to you?
He sells
I was just checking. Because, just got confused for a second. And look at how beautifully we traded off of that, right? Like look at how amazing that was, guys. Like it's just, I mean, it's pretty textbook. It's pretty textbook. If I'm scalping these, targeting even the local high, right at the level, target the closest order block on a 5 second scalp. With this volatility, I would have been out of my position, and I would have entered on the order block, right top of the order block here. So 175 out at the bottom of the green candle here, 175 to 197.
Say hi to
so those are pretty decent little moves.
Tell Woodchip to sell.
One micro stop, short 184. I want 114. 114. Woodchip wants 114. Woodchip, I hope you get it because I'm not in a trade, but I'm shooting for some higher targets right now.
Flush the toilet.
Right, I actually might even attempt as long.
Good boy.
Get rid of this, guys.
That's it. You're going.
I mean, we're still respecting this gap. We're still respecting this gap. So there's no nothing solid yet. 1 minute. Respected the lows. We respected the order block. We never shifted structure from buy side, right? With the exception of maybe here. High.
Joker should make branded shirts that say respect the gap. Wood chip, watch and see. Why would volume increase? Wood chip wants to know, why would volume increase at such an odd hour?
Watch and see, and why would volume increase at such an odd hour?
No, he's screaming it. You have to scream it.
How do you know he's screaming it?
I can tell. I know Wood chip.
I thought he just asked a really calm question. He ended it with a question mark.
Let's start a poll. I'm getting tired. Can you guys tell? Hold on. I'm starting a poll.
Oh, here we go. We got that the news too. I forgot we're streaming a little later than we normally do, right? We're usually off our 9 o'clock sharp, but we did say we're gonna stick around for the.
Yeah, I'm here. I got nowhere to go.
For the news, I'm gonna go check on the little ones. I've got 6 minutes, right? Let's see wood chip's short play out. Right, we're still trading in the gap and respecting the gap. Right, we are still respecting the gap, guys. We just never closed below on the displacement.
Oh.
So the fact that we didn't close below here on this move, even if we get down here, I still want to see us respect the order block and maybe tap into this level.
Crispy, we have to talk about that. Living in a simulation.
Can volume increase at such odd hours? Why don't we ask a different question? Can we ask a question?
Yeah, are we living in a simulation?
You should ask this. You should run this poll. I'll answer this one, and I'm going to say volume. Oh, I've lost the poll. I would say yes if people start trading, right? If people start jumping into the market, if people are trading the Asia session because price action is calling for, people to jump in and trade, the UK session, yeah, we can get an increase in volume. But I think the real question is, can we see an odd shift in momentum when there is no volume? Right? Let's ask that question. So when we're seeing plays happening, right? When we're seeing the algo moving, I don't know, how many points is this? 330 to 147, right? So that's a big move, guys. It's still a big move. This is 200 points, right? 200 points. So if the algo is moving 200 points at this time and we've got shit volume, right?
What kind of volume?
Nothing. There's nothing. You see the volume right here. I've got it up on my screen.
Okay.
Right? So we've got this volume here, and then we've got shit volume here. But notice, right? Notice what we're getting. Here you got the momentum with the increased volume because the algorithm, because there's such volume in the market, the algorithm can satisfy its liquidity, right? Its desire for taking sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side. It satisfies that, that level of liquidity it needs to take before making its move much quicker because we have the volume. And if you notice, we have less volume, but you still have people that are taking trades in the market. So less volume means more chop, more up and down, still in its trajectory, but the algorithm is going to go up, down, and it's going to take out more stop orders when you have less people, less liquidity injected in the market. As simple as that. So that's my thought. That's what I think when it comes to volume. and momentum. I think that the volume will create momentum, but I think the algorithm, regardless, has a target, right? It has a location, a designated location that it's going to. Give me 1 second, guys. I got the wife calling. Let me see what she needs. I'll be right back.
Changing. Changing my thesis target from 114 to 117. That's the same area. That's not a change. Changing your thesis is like 114 to 70. 20. Nice move down. I missed it all. I missed it all. I was watching a Patrick Whelan video. I was... Hey, Joker's gone. We can have fun. Hold on, let me see if I could get this up here. Hurry before he comes back. Hold on. There we go.
I swear to God, Chad.
There we go. Hold on.
I ain't selling until 420. I'm trying to get high today, all right? 420, my sell target. Everybody in the chat who said, Patrick, get the short. You suck. Why'd you get long? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
How could you not love this, huh? Wait for it. I'm gonna use this for my stream here. Hold on.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, not yet. I'll tell you when. Okay, now. And that's how you get... I don't know what he has in subscribers. 170,000 subscribers.
Patrick, it's a short. Patrick, it's a short. Patrick, just shut up. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's entertainment value. Don't tell Joker I played that. What's the low? I don't know. The low of what? The low of the evening session, 19,118. Did someone change it to 19,117.25? You know what? Even if you didn't change it, even if you said 114, that's still kudos, man. You hit it. 114, 117, 118. When you're talking 400, 300 point range, 19,000. Look how we bounced right off the previous day's high. Guys, I tell you, those levels are incredible. 19,400. Yeah, it's 300 point range. I moved it and went long. Oh, yeah. What's at that level, though, by the way? Anything that I should know about? Oh, okay. I see here. This little...
we got a nice little injection there, huh?
Yep, we got injected.
We had the news, guys. Remember, we had the news.
Oh.
Was it 9:30?
I forgot about that.
9:30 CPI and PPI, China. That's what just hit. Whoop-de-doo. So we took out the low. I can't go against my analysis here. That's what I'm doing. I'm over here trying to trade a reversal that I don't want to trade. I was waiting for this to happen, futures, all day on the 5-minute, right? I'm over here waiting for a 5-minute setup, and it's here, right? It gave it to us. Like, this is a clean setup. I'm targeting the 1,000, the 1,000 points below us from this level. That's 19.3 to 18.3, right in that range, right off of this bullish breaker. That would be my target and my exit. I don't know why I'm struggling right now to simply take a short based on my analysis. Why am I looking right now, which I might not even trade because of that? Why am I so stuck in a trying to catch a reversal bias, and I'm going against my whole entire trade? Just scalped an eval. I invented the algo. Oh man, this is Woodchip leaving? Did he say he was leaving?
Yeah, he said he was going.
I didn't see that. I didn't see anything in chat.
Just kidding, but gotta go. 9:33. Just click the button, Joker.
Oh, I did miss it. Yep, I missed it. I think the poll was blocking it. Just click the button. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I gotta go with my gut, man. Sometimes. And it's not even my gut. I just gotta go with my analysis, right? I was waiting for this exact thing to happen, right? At this level, anywhere in this range. I said it, right? If you watch my stream from today, guys, you'll see there was nothing, nothing that I held back on. I wanted this to happen. I kept lifting it. I kept raising my entry, right? Originally, my entry was right here. A sweep of this liquidity, right? So we swept this liquidity at 19,174. And then our manipulation doesn't have to go all the way up here. I'd like to see it come up here, right? For symmetrical purposes with the algo. But why does it have to? If we're playing symmetry with the algo, it can easily come back down to my target first and then give us the symmetry that we're looking for right here. Right? So
Yeah,
this is basically what we're looking for. And it's a matter of, when do you get the trade, right? Why do I have to wait for this to come up and manipulate this high? If the higher time frame is already giving us the setup, if it's already playing out the reversal pattern. So I got to fight through that. I think that's one of my issues, and it's also what prevents me from sometimes taking the trades. Right, no real 2022. We never took out the high. 1 minute. What do you think of futures? What's your algo telling you?
It's still short biased. I took a short trade, but I don't like it anymore. It kind of got, well, not kind of, it did get stopped out. I'm getting out of it because the trade got stopped out, and I hung on just a little bit more because where I entered I have the automatic trade manager entering in a stop for me. So since I got a better price, but everything is short. Nothing is long right now. Everything is short.
Yeah, as it should be. As it should be. We're getting the reversal, guys. We got the reversal with the market structure shift. Right, with the confirmed reversal, right? We got closes above.
Now it's
close
moving
above,
lower.
low. Boop. Close below. I mean, this is clean.
Very strong short signal.
So what time frame is your algo trader set to when you're trading?
The one on the bottom little screen, 1 minute.
Can you modify that to trade off of the 5 minute, hypothetically speaking?
Yeah, it would just switch it to. I would just switch it to a 5 minute chart.
So how
I
does
was
the algo
actually
react?
thinking about that for the day session, you know, especially with the higher volatility.
Right, right.
But
That's why I'm asking. I was just curious to see what would it do? What does it do if you
yeah, let's see. Data series, I could flip it over. Minute 5. I'll have to reset it. Okay. Let me go here. Unclick it. Edit. I'll load the morning session.
19,080 says Woodchip. Come on, market, pay Woodchip. I like his targets.
Okay, so I'll put it on the okay, I'm going to switch for a second off of the coast. No, I can't. I can't even do that. I have to put it up here. Just take a look at what we did during the day. 9:30. So if we start at 9:30, the algo took one long trade at on the 5-minute chart. Wow. At 252 long, and it covered at 325, so it got a 75-point winner. And then it went short at 408 and covered at 322 at 11 o'clock.
5-minute.
Yeah, on the 5-minute, and that's it.
How are they looking? Are they looking successful? Like winners?
Well, yeah, there was two 70-point winners. It had 2 trades.
70 points. See?
Yeah.
See, so that's the difference there. You know, you're trading that 5-minute chart, you're gonna get some of those monster moves.
And if I go back to 2 days ago, because
You just gotta back test it. You want to back test it and see how, you know, how many winners do you have versus losers.
Yeah.
When the algo is running on the 5.
2 days ago, it lost 6 points and it made about 40 points. Again, 2 trades. The problem is you can't back test it. You can't use. There is I think it's called market replay. I'm not sure. Strategy analyzer. I don't know. It doesn't work well. That's the problem.
I have the bar replay on TradingView that works really well.
Yeah.
TradingView is kind of nice, right? Because if you're looking at my screen, I'm on the hourly right now, but if I go to the replay, I just pick where I want to go.
Problem is, I don't have the personality to sit and take 2 trades in a day. It's not me. So you gotta trade what, you know, what fits your personality, I guess. And I like a little bit more clicking.
Yeah, if you need to press the button more, I get it. I 100% understand that.
But it's definitely worth testing and just let it run, you know, apply it to an account. I was applying one of my strategies to an account. I don't remember, to Bulenox. I did it twice. Hey, Kevin. I did it twice. I suppose I have split personalities then.
Hey, what's up, Kevin? Let's see, did the Joker trades hit 70 subscribers, guys? We're 69. We're still at 69 futures. How is that even possible?
Who gets to say? Did you get to 70 before I get to 60? Hey,
guys, if you haven't subscribed on both channels, get to those channels and hit that sub button. Make sure you like the videos, guys. It helps the algo. Futures, thank you for telling me that my camera was off. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Completely forgot. Brain farted on that one.
Glad I can help.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Hey, I told you 3 times today. Any more, that's official nagging.
Look at you killing it with the 9 viewers. You're killing it here. You're getting popular with this stream here. I think maybe my chart doesn't look as nice as yours. Maybe that's the problem. How come I thought I turned my camera on? Oh, I wasn't live. Okay.
Hold on. There we go.
Me and Woodchip are gonna start a YouTube channel.
There we go.
Call it.
Me and Woodchip.
We're gonna call it
Wood chip trades.
Double O wood chip trades.
Hey, you know what? There was what did we did a mashup on the names. Wood chip did a mashup. What was it? Pinewood floor. He threw three together. Okay, there's another sell trade. I don't know. Do I want to take? I don't even know if I want to take any more trades. I'm kind of. I mean, I don't mind sitting here watching the markets. I'm having fun. I'm laughing.
Yeah, I'm all right. My kids are both sleeping. My wife is out celebrating a friend's birthday. I'm not in a rush. I've already streamed, you know, some crazy hours today. I think I did a 7-hour AM stream. So hey,
refresh your screen.
Refresh my screen.
Yeah. A little birdie said that.
Hey, we got to 70. What did you do there, Futures? Did you just like my channel with a separate account?
I manipulated your numbers.
You just manipulated my numbers. I see that. I see that. Thank you. But nevertheless, we're at 70. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice to look at. Somebody, if Woodchip's in here right now, he's going to go and unsubscribe. He's going to say unsubscribe. Bring his ass back to 69. Oh, man.
Okay, let's go back to the algo. Let's make it to edit strategy.
Did Woodchip get his target hit yet or what?
Load. Evening. Load. Okay. Load. Press. All right, guys. I made enough for tonight. Have a good one. Take care, Crispy.
How'd you do tonight, Crispy? Come on, share your
He just said it. What did we did? He made enough. He made
but
enough.
He's not giving us any detailed info right there. He's being very vague.
Yeah.
We got 114. No, not yet. Woodchip. We hit. Oh, we did hit 114. Absolutely. We did hit 114, Woodchip. I think you might have got front ran. We hit the low. Yes, sir. 113.75. 113.75. Another successful trade for the Woodchip, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew it.
We should be hovering a funded account. Come on, Woodchip. How close are you? Got to be pretty close, right? With that eval? You've been trading the shit out of it, bro. Disregard the YouTube channel. Woodchip is on another level. Yeah, Woodchip's killing it, Kevin. He's killing it. These last couple of days especially, he's been destroying it.
Go long. LOL.
Well, you got your TP hit. Why wouldn't you go long, Woodchip? Come on, I'm sure you're already in it. You guys know Woodchip's already in it.
Oh, there he goes. He answered you in your chat, Joker. 638 on one, 1400 on the other. I was doing 5 micros because the market started slow. Good job.
Nice, Crispy. All right.
Not bad. Driving and dedicated.
Don't really want to look at the 15-second though, right? Because we've got nice, we have decent levels on the 1 minute. Just left another wick though over it. No closures above yet. Close below. Potential shift incoming, guys. If we get a close above 19,159, we may have a potential shift on the 1 minute. Low time frame, but probably worth a scalp, targeting those highs. I think I'm going to switch accounts. Switch accounts, guys, and
Oh, hey, sorry, didn't see it. I don't want to take a 3 lot, but I'll take a 1 lot here. This is a...
what's your algo? Is that a 5 minute?
Oh, no, I won't keep it on the 5
Go back to the 1.
Yeah,
what's the algo telling you?
Oh no, I don't have the, I took it, I'm on a different style of Renko chart here. That's my gambling chart.
Which one, the Renko chart?
No, this one, it's called Ninja Renko. They're faster. You know, when I get bored taking a trade every 15 seconds and I want to take a trade every 4 seconds, I go to these charts. These are really fast Renko charts. You can get a lot of entries. I'm just playing. It's like it's.
Oh, I know. That's why I started laughing. I know you don't take it, but you do take a lot. You know, you do hit that button every time you get that.
But the algo is long bias right now. But again, I wouldn't take a long trade with the algo here because.
I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. You know, we've got. Small little market structure shift on a lower 15-second time frame. You know, we made a lower low, and then we started making higher lows and higher highs. So I do like it. You know, small, like I said, small little market structure shift potentially incoming.
Yeah, small.
On these lower time frames. But the question is, do they hold, right? Futures, because I'm looking at it on a 15-second.
I don't know. Maybe we just trade into this little box here. Hello, LCT. Is that an algo you created? Yeah, the one on the bottom is one of the algos. I trade 2 of them. This is the reflux algo, and in the morning I trade this one. It's called the opening drive. But I just trade them on sim. I pick and choose when I jump in with the algo. So the algo takes trades. The algo is trading on Sim 101. You can see it on, I think you can see it on the screen over there. Yeah, you can see it at top. So it's up 35 points for the evening after commission. That's not bad, 35 points. Can't complain, but it's been knocking it out of the park during the day session. 100, 150 points it's been making per day since the volatility increased.
What I wanted to do.
I'm not the world's greatest coder, though. They're not so cleanly coded.
We can get a setup here, futures. I kind of like a long position.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. I'm seeing everything looks like it's flipping right now.
And even if we don't have to target, you know, we don't got to target crazy levels. For me, at least, I don't have to target crazy levels with this trade. I can look to exit out at around 270. So a nice little 120-point trade.
Yeah, to get back to your point there, LCT, I agree too. I like it. You know why? Because it takes a lot of the heavy lifting off my brain. I don't have to work too hard to analyze the chart. So anytime there's something that I want to identify in the market, I try to code it. So you'll see these background colors change. They usually indicate something on my charts, obviously. Not they usually indicate, obviously they always indicate something. So the algo on the bottom on the small chart, you can see that when it identifies a change of momentum, it paints the background with just a single bar. I don't need to continuously paint the background. Paints the background blue for bullish, orange for bearish. So right now we have a A blue background got painted at 2146, 946. So that indicates a bullish bias. But with that being said, everything else that I'm following is kind of still short biased. So
yeah, I was gonna say I'm thinking, you know, I'm looking at it. It's not giving me the market shift. It actually just left me a wick where I wanted to see us close above, right? Relatively equal highs right here. I'm looking at a 15-second right now, but you know, maybe we can potentially still have it here, but we swept technically on this candle. So even though we're pushing up the way we are, this might just be a small manipulation, quick little buy side sweep to actually start going lower. So I mean, I would mark this out blue, right? Just for
I'd be willing
buy
to take
side.
long trades, but I want to see a little bit more momentum. Just a little bit more momentum to the upside.
Yeah, same thing with me.
Maybe even go ahead.
I was going to say I almost like a short here, right? The way it's panning out. But it's a lower time frame, so I can't really trade the lower time frame. We want to see the lower time frame give us a full setup.
Let's just trade up
If
to
it's
19170. Get up to 19170. That'll be
19.
it. Not far away.
Is that your you're in a long right now?
No. I'm just saying if we can get up to 19170, I'll be more comfortable starting to take longs. So
Yeah,
it's
I
not
agree.
Too far away. Not too far away.
No, it's not too far. I agree. I'd like to see us start shifting in that direction. But the way we just left these wicks, it's just invalidating the only long market structure shift that we could potentially have had. These are all wicks, all wicks. We haven't closed down below anything here. So yeah, there's no level that's giving me any type of a market shift, right? We're gonna have to drop down, close below the swing low we just made, 145, 143, which is not that tough to do. A couple points away, right? 10 points. And then immediately close above the 161 high. Give us a simultaneous close above the 174, and I'll go I'll fall into a really bullish bias. Potential pullback for an entry, but you know we need that to happen first. So if I was gonna just mark it up, close. Hypothetical scenario again, guys. These are always hypothetical scenarios. Close above. Fair value gap. First entry, so this looks like the 2022 completion, right? We took out the low. 2022 up here. Took out the low, right? Because none of this never took out the low, but this took out the low. So this would be our first entry. A lot of rest and liquidity. So even if we pull back up, I want to take out this liquidity. So if we can, and I would target bodies, right? I don't really target wicks. I would target the bodies. But that's a decent range right there, futures. That's 19,158 to 19,198. 50 point target from here.
I'm laughing at what Crispy just wrote. Go read his last comment.
Crispy, what do you write? Was getting on the retracements, tapping in.
No. The last one. The last one.
Yo, Joker, stop trying to trade your way out of the evening workout. No, dude, we're getting it in. 100%. Gotta get those push-ups in. Gotta get our calisthenics in, guys and girls.
Well, we're coming up on 10 o'clock. I think we can, you want to call it an evening?
Yeah, we can start wrapping whenever you're ready.
I don't think, I haven't been in the mood to trade. You know what? Let's just see, the algo just took a trade. So
let's see how let's see what this 950 macro does, right?
Okay.
So we're on the macro time. I am curious to see how it plays over the next 10-minute span. And then we can start calling it right there.
Yeah.
I think at that point I'll, you know, I'm good. I probably won't take another trade at this point. And just get ready for the AM session.
That's it. Let's just get up to 19,164. Is that 165? That's the take profit for the
algo trade you just
the
took?
algo on the bottom one there, yeah. And I forgot to tell you, today was a killer day for the opening drive. 250 points.
Is that one of the trades you take?
The opening drive, yeah.
Okay.
I watch it, and I try to jump in after it falls into a little bit of a drawdown. And I've been tracking that in my Discord. I mean, I've been tracking it also on a spreadsheet. But for the fun of it, I started like a new tracking on the Discord and started it at 0. And it's been having a hard time since I started. But it's in the green now. I mean, I knew it would recover because I have the stats on it. And I know it hits some really big winners. So
Okay.
it just got off to a little bit of a slow start. That's it. I'm out. I had enough.
How was that long? How'd that play out for you?
It worked. I added a few. Added a few more dollars to the account.
You're still in it, right?
Nah, I got out.
Oh, you got out. Okay. It's showing me that you have a trade active.
Oh, that's in the small screen. No, that's the automat. That's the algo. In the little screen.
Oh, that's. And
Yeah.
what does that mean? Is that just trading a sim account? It just goes in and out on it.
Yeah,
like
that one trade. That's the one where you see the results on Sim 101. That one follows.
Got it.
That one follows the rules.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the one that I track. All joking aside, that's the one that I track to see, just to watch the results, and I use it to, like LCT was asking, I don't take all the trades. I just pick and choose which ones I think that I like more. And we were talking about maybe a long here, and I like the long, but I got up. I think I was up 10, 15 points, and I was good with that. Look, the algo targets the ATR, and the ATR right now is 11. So if I got 10 points out of it, I'm happy. Let me check my executions here and see what I got. I entered at 47 and I got out at 55 and 54. So I got 7 and 8 points. That's good enough for me. I was happy. I don't want to be greedy. And in the end, it turned around.
Those are your targets. Those are, since I've been trading with you futures, that's what you target. You target 7 to 15 points.
Yep.
And 15 is a lot for you. Like I don't.
Yeah, 15 is a double or a triple. Yeah, it's a good.
That's what I mean. We've got a lot of volatility right now. So yes, granted, you're probably seeing those 15-point trades coming in a little bit more often, but you're okay with those 5 to 10 points, and that's how it should be. That's part of your setup. That's your model.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very consistent as long as I don't break my rules. That's the thing. Don't break.
But do you
rules.
see how we get the injection right there? Sorry for cutting you off right there.
No
But you see
problem.
how we get the injection of volume right now, right? And not so much volume. I'm saying injection of volume, but I want to rephrase that, right? Because I'm not. Let's open up the volume, right? I don't really see an injection of volume here. Okay. And really, when you're looking at this volume indicator, I don't know, is this volume or is this really more so showing me momentum? Like I really can't be certain with that. But to me this looks just like a little bit of momentum, not so much volume, in my opinion, right? And I think it's the I think it's the macro, right? It has the reason we got that push right now, the reason the market moved the way it moved is because it's the algo futures. It's the algo making the move. So I like the long here now. We just retested. This is the 2022 entry of this model, lower time frame. If it holds, if it plays, it's a 15-second. We should be coming up, taking out that 19,170, right? So this could potentially be a decent long off this level. I'd like to see something like this, trade off this order block, and then get a close above. Right, entry 1 for the completion. Let's see. I think this will be the last tape of the evening for me, and potential trade, right? Because if we can get a decent setup over here, futures, I'll consider it.
The long side to the short to the long.
To the long.
I hope to the long. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Me too. I'll join you. I'll join you on that one.
To the long side. So I think. See here.
I will join you on that trade in my own way. Let's see if we can.
A potential to close above, right? The manipulation that we're looking for. That doesn't have to come back down a second leg, right? I'm looking for that, but it came. It took the liquidity I was looking for, right? It doesn't have to do this.
Okay, fine. I'll take the long too. Crispy, you got to take the long, but you need a setup. There we go.
Long, boys. I'm in at 128.
Wow, look at you. Are you pulling our leg? At
No. He gets in. That's his. That's how he takes the setup there. He's probably already out. He gets his exit was probably 146.
I'm out.
See,
I'll take a screenshot for Joker 180. No, I don't have to take it. We believe you.
No, I already know. I already know how he takes his trade.
Okay.
I know exactly how he takes it. Nice short setup. Market shift. Retest is all the way up here. This is coming for those highs, baby.
Yep.
Didn't give me that. Just didn't give me that entry I wanted. First entry here.
There we go.
Here.
I got a fish on the line. Fish on!
Still didn't take out the highs though, right? So I'm move our pivot.
Fish off!
And still wait to target.
No, I'll hang on this one a little bit longer. We'll see.
Right, massive market structure shift here. Shift confirmation here. Nice entry here.
Let's go back up.
Completion lows. This is low time frame. This is gonna complete down here, guys.
Fucker. Okay. Oh well.
So here it comes now. So here's my setup incoming right here. Question is, do we do it? Do we pull the damn trigger right now? I think I want to.
Keep calm. Keeps you calm. Joker, you're missing the fire music in the background on your stream. Joker, you have fire music on your stream?
Fire music?
Yeah, fire music.
No music on my stream. You guys made me go turn on the volume on my stream. I was uncertain.
I'm listening to yours, futures. Oh, mine. Okay, the lo-fi music, yeah. You want something a little more upbeat, Crispy? Let me change that. I'll put on some Spanish songs I created. Let's get it. Let's pick up the vibe a bit. Hey, it's true. I haven't played the Futures Floor song in a long time. Sorry, guys. Shameless plug. Hold on.
I gotta unmute your stream now. I gotta hear it.
Oh, wait. Let me put it at the beginning. There we go.
Yeah, posting my trades online just for fun. Yeah, future flow, you know it's trending #1. Yeah, coming flowing up from Chicago to New York. It's happening.
Wood chips mentioned.
Is this one of those AI videos or AI songs?
It is an AI song, definitely, from either from Suno or Fusion. But Woodchip's mentioned in it. Woodchip has an honorary mention in here. I'll let you know when it comes up.
Everybody's scalping, told 'em I'm scalping. Boom, boom. My phone won't stop. Notifications crazy.
I'm not sure exact.
People worldwide watching me trade.
Everybody's scalping.
Miami Beach to the LA beaches. We're going viral, baby. Don't try to stop me when we're all competing. Hashtag trending, future stories streaming. Todo mundo scalping, baby. 아니라도 개새도 Kylie. Everybody's scalping.
Wait, I'm just waiting for the Woodchip part.
Long trade.
Okay.
You just, I like that. That was cool.
Here's the Woodchip part. Listen. Those Woodchips in the zone. Wait, they talk about ICT here. Wait. Listen,
We
listen.
don't need no ICT, no FBG. Calling on the scalping, baby. I think that's a case of Kylie. Everybody's scalping. Calling on the scalping.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you very much.
We don't need no ICT.
Yeah.
Why? But why you say we don't need no ICT? We need ICT. That guy's the man.
Well, yeah, but I don't use it, so I threw that in the song. You know why I threw that in the song? Just to be a little bit of a shit disturber, to be honest with you.
I bet.
Just to be a little bit of a shit disturber.
And funny enough, your kids trade ICT. Your son trades ICT. So that's cool. That was cool. Yeah, I gotta start messing with the AI a little bit. I don't really touch it, but I don't know. I don't really care for it either at the same time.
Hey, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. I'll just put some music here quieter in the background.
Nice lower time frame.
And what did we miss while we were...
Side.
Okay, now potential long again. Let's see if we can...
I jumped in at 127.25.
Oh, okay. Better price than me. Okay,
I'm in at 127.25, and I'm trying to hold this one to 220. Maybe a 100-point trade is my my target on this one.
Wow. Okay, let's end the poll.
Oh, I didn't even see you put one up.
A long time ago. Are we living in a
simulation on Crispy's computer? No, you got four. You got 4 votes.
I think they're all yes.
Four yeses.
yeses.
I didn't even participate, so. All right. Simulation it is.
Well, there we go. It's confirmed.
Simulation it is, guys. So 10, 11, right? We're still trading within that macro time slot. We just, I think, officially entered the Asia session also at 10 p.m.
Well, today the 8:30 theory didn't hold true. Okay, that's enough for me. 34.44. That's 10 points. I'll take it. Fill me on the ask. Let's
Nice,
go.
good
Let's
trade.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Am I being greedy here, Future? Should I just close it at $70? And there were 2 winners for the day? Nah.
I don't know. I don't want to advise. I'm not a
No,
financial
no,
advisor.
I'm
not a financial advisor.
Hey, thank you. I'm thinking about holding that 220. Thinking about holding that 220 at this level here, maybe break even, right? Maybe no need to risk. If it wants to come back down and start pulling back. But maybe around break even here. And we'll re-enter if it goes lower, but a straight push up right now, full on displacement would be ideal. If we can get up above that 158 level, I think it can start pushing.
Been holding back too long, pressure building up inside. You're not one the much you see, try to keep me down, but why? Every time you push me back, so don't ever my sweat it. Tonight I'm breaking free, like in the body. Feel it coming, feel it rising. Don't let
That was
can't contain it, won't deny it. Esta noche vas a ver. Esta noche exploto, watch me blow.
Oh, nice little injection there, huh?
yeah.
Can't control me now, watch me show.
Let's see, where did we come to? We came to those highs.
Did you know me now?
We've got
Figure it out, please. So best
the high here is too close to not take out the highs.
every limit that you
And then we've got the 2022 model sitting all the way up here. So I mean, I really want to target this level.
down, it's still amber.
I feel like 199 is a good target.
Feel the heat inside me turning. 3, 2, 1.
You know, the highs here are a safe target.
Or you're talking at like 157, 160 in that area?
Exactly, yeah.
Watch me blow.
Yeah, I think that's not only a safe target, but it's probably an obvious target also.
Watch me show.
It's resting liquidity, right? I mean, the algorithm is already making its move towards it. But I also think that we've, you know, the model that we've got, and it is a 5-second model, which is the only reason why I'm going to start trailing heavy up here. Book that $100, right, guys? Funded accounts, guys. $100 at a time is $100 closer to payout. There's 19 more trades to threshold.
Yeah,
Was it
chip
$100?
away at it. That's what I say. Chip away at it. I did an all-night stream, one time. I had a good time.
Really?
I was blasting the music like really, really loud, and I traded.
You won't get in trouble with that with the stream. I guess it's not monetized yet, so I mean maybe it doesn't matter as much. But
For what?
for playing music that's got the copyright stuff going
No,
on.
this is my music. I created these songs.
Oh, you were just playing your music. Okay.
Yeah, these are all songs I created. It's a whole track. I think there's 29 songs. So, yeah, I was playing the music. I was trading gold in the NQ through the night. What happened was it just fell on me. I mean, I was working and I couldn't sleep. And I looked at the time. It was 2 in the morning. I said, you know what? I'm not tired. Let me just stream. I ended up streaming through from 2 in the morning until I think 10 o'clock or whatever. It was like an 8-hour stream.
Come on, get to those highs. Let's take TP1 over here. I want to take one off.
But the point I wanted to bring up about that, it was very active. Very active for my level, you know. But I had like 10, 13, 15 people in the room. I got
That's awesome.
6 subscribers that night also. It was
Nice.
it was a productive stream. And you know what? The people were chatty.
That's good. There's probably not too many people active, you know, at that hour.
Yeah, I
streaming.
guess. Yeah.
So, you know, people still want to jump in and they want, you know, they want to communicate. They want to hang out.
I'll do it again.
I'm really new. You know, you've got a year plus of streaming, right? I'm streaming literally a month. There's no way I'm coming up, you know, when people are searching for trading. At least you're probably coming up.
May no, my channel is not. They don't. I've typed it in, and even my friend James, he said he typed in the the name Futures Floor, it doesn't show up. Nah, they don't.
No, I think if you put the name in, you'll get it. You'll get it with the name.
They don't really promote small channels. They send all the
Did I
viewers.
get it? Oh, did I get wicked? Did I get the wick?
Did
Did I get the wick?
Wait, it'll go again.
No, I pulled it out. I manually closed it.
That's good too.
And I got the wick. It gave me the wick.
Like Trades by Matt says, don't be a dick for a tick. Hey, you got it. That's all. That's
No, it's not a big deal either way. I'm just laughing because I was gonna put a limit order at the blue line, and instead I said, I'll just mark it out, and I marketed out one of the contracts, but I didn't, it went up there, and then immediately the wick just pulled back. I was like, oh shoot, did I just get wicked? Did it just? I think it did. That's all right. We'll hold the last contract, guys. We'll hold it to terminus. Right, targeting the 2022 liquidity. Right here. We'll put this contract. Let's see. Playing the model here. Take out the high. Not yet. Local highs. Local-ish highs. Just want to take out this high. When we take out this high, I'm going to look for our displacement entry sitting here. So stop should be not so safe here. I think if we start pulling back, 5-second model, we're going to come for these lows. My shot, the real shot that I have here is a displacement above this high here right now, maybe on the 1 minute. Oops, did not want to do that. And let's put that away. There it is.
Wow,
there it is.
Nice run.
There it is. Hello there. We closed the one to play it safe, guys, but that's all right.
You had some
big
good
deal.
trades today.
No big deal. Do we want to trail this bad boy and just end the night here? Yeah. I want to see a gap. And now we can trail. All right, don't come back. Take off now. I want to see you pump fast.
Now you made me jealous. Now
you cancanceled me. Canceled me.
Now I want
I was a little
trade.
bit. Look at that, Futures. I knew it. I knew I was being a tight ass. I put it to the body. It came back to kiss me one more time to say, get out. And then and it takes off. All right, but that was a good trade. Solid trade.
You had some good ones today. Yep.
140 on that. 140 on that account.
It was a good evening.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to say my goodbyes. We'll end it. It's good to also just kind of get out, just to not be in a trade when I'm getting off the stream and just go hang out, right? I don't need to keep trading. Targets are targets, though. I am looking for that to play out. I'm still gonna pay attention, right, and look for that target to get tapped, and that would have made it a decent little trade.
Oh shit! What happened? I lost my thing.
Did you lose?
Oh well.
Did you check? Were you checking your pants?
No.
Hold on, let me check. Let me make sure I still got mine. Yeah, I think we're all right.
I had a PW stream. Oh no, there it is.
Shut the fuck up!
There we go.
Just fucking watch.
You hear it?
Watch the number one fucking day trader on YouTube. Fucking do it.
I just gotta do really quick.
I swear
this is for
to
the
God.
both of us, Futures.
I swear to God, chat.
Good trades, guys.
I ain't selling until 420. I'm trying to get high today, all right?
Do you hear him?
420, my sell target.
I don't.
Everybody in the
you
chat
don't hear PW?
who said, Patrick, you're short, you suck,
sorry,
why'd
I'm
you
over
get
here
long?
listening.
Shut
Yes,
up.
I do. Yep.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, I saw this. I saw that recap. I actually saw that recap earlier.
He's too funny.
Yeah, he's all right. He's got a good YouTube personality.
How do you do that on stream?
What?
There he's just.
Patrick, it's a short.
Oh, I don't hear it. Sorry, I don't do it again. I don't hear it. Say it again.
Patrick, it's.
Shit down, the guy cracks me.
He's over there he's making fun of his
yeah, telling him what to
chat.
do. It's ridiculous. Telling him what to do. You gotta take your own trades. Okay, so I think Joker was wrapping it up. I'm not sure, but
I'm gonna throw out a quick peace sign over here, guys. Thank you for being here. Peace out from the Joker Trades. Much love. God bless. I'm gonna let Futures take over and hit you guys with a little outro.
Not much to say. Just guys, hit the subscribe and the like button if you haven't. And we stream in the mornings, solo streams, Joker Trades, the Joker Trades, and Futures Floor TV. We're here Monday to Thursday night.
Friday.
At Sunday. No, not Friday. Monday to Thursday.
Well, on the solo streams. I apologize.
On the solo stream in the morning. That's right. Monday to
through
Thursday
Friday,
in the
and
evening.
then the evening streams.
At
Correct.
stream. So I'd love to have you. We had a good time hanging out. I hope you guys had a good time. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Guys, much love. Thank you.
Bye.